and place an importance on playing the game right and not leaving anything out there, because you can't push a button and try harder.
We continue our pregame chat with Reds manager Terry Francona in a moment on the Reds Radio Network.
BetMGM, an official sports betting partner of the Cincinnati Reds, invites you to the BetMGM Sportsbook at the Banks. With 3 betting windows, 14 self-service kiosks, and plenty of TVs and seating, it's the perfect place to catch all the action. Visit BetMGM.com for terms and conditions. Must be 21 years of age or older to wager. Ohio only. Please gamble responsibly. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In partnership with MGM Northfield Park.
Producing exceptional leaders and mentors was, is, and always will be something we do. Miami University is where today's students become tomorrow's leaders. Visit miamioh.edu.
Introducing Ice Cream Quakes from UDF. Big chunks of your favorite candies and cookies blended with real hand-dipped UDF ice cream. We'll say that again. Real hand-dipped UDF ice cream. Pick your flavor, pick your mix-ins, or try one of our featured recipes. And get an ice cream quake made the way you want. Real creamy, real chunky, real. Ice Cream Quakes, new from United Dairy Farmers.
Now with all the play-by-play of the Reds and Brewers, here's Tommy Thrall.
All right, thanks a lot, Jed. Well, it looked like maybe the Reds would have a chance to clinch today, but the Mets have spoiled those plans. They beat the Marlins by FanDuel. Swing for the fences and join FanDuel today. Official partner of the Cincinnati Reds. And we begin with Terry Francona's visiting Reds, 65-58 on the season. The Reds come into play today, currently tied for that first wild card spot. The Reds' record is actually 82-78. That is their record. That is the correct record. Anyway, the Reds came into today tied for that third wild card spot, and now that the Mets have won, the Mets currently have a half-game advantage. The Reds need to win today to maintain that spot. Here's a look at today's starting lineups. Center fielder T.J. Friedl will lead things off. The right fielder Noelvi Marte hits second. Batting third, the designated hitter Miguel Andujar. Spencer Steer plays left field and hits fourth. Batting fifth, the first baseman Sal Stewart. Ellie De La Cruz will play short and hit sixth. Batting seventh, the catcher Tyler Stevenson. Key Brian Hayes at third base, hitting eighth. Batting ninth, the second baseman Matt McClain, and Andrew Abbott will start on the mound for the Reds. Now for Pat Murphy's Milwaukee Brewers. They come in with a record of 96-64. They are still in pursuit of the best record in Brewers franchise history. They just need one win for that. However, they've lost 5 of their last 7 games. The DH Christian Yelich will lead it off. Batting second, the right fielder Jackson Churio. Hitting third, Bryce Terang. He's the second baseman. Andrew Vaughn will play first base and bat fourth. Hitting fifth, the left fielder Isaac Collins. Caleb Durbin's in right field, hitting sixth. Batting seventh, the center fielder Blake Perkins. Danny Jansen will catch and hit eighth. And batting ninth, the shortstop Joey Ortiz. Robert Gasser, a left-hander, will start on the mound for the Brewers. The umpires for today's game. At home plate, the crew chief Doug Eddings. At first base, Gabe Morales. Mike Malinsky's at second base, and Scott Berry is at third. Well, we've got special coverage for you tonight, along with the Cowboy Jeff Brantley, the crafty lefty Chris Welsh. I'm Tommy Thrall, part of this three-man crew with you tonight for the Reds and Brewers. Fellas, this is certainly an exciting time. Obviously, the Reds with the Mets winning today. This is a must-win situation now still for the Reds. Chris, when you look at this is a team that went through it earlier. The pressure's certainly on it. Because of what they went through earlier in the month, do you feel like they're maybe a little bit more equipped to handle it now?
Yeah, because I think for the last 2 weeks, Tommy, they've played must-win ball games every night. So they come to the ballpark trying to stay loose, trying to be prepared, and in the eyes of Terry Francona, and he does it better than any manager I've ever seen, we're just trying to win tonight.
Well, it's a pretty interesting pitching matchup. We talked a little bit about it with Tito before the ball game. Cowboy, Andrew Abbott has obviously seen this Brewers team before, but he's getting to a point now. He's not the same Andrew Abbott that he was at the start of the year. How does he attack this Brewer team tonight?
Well, I think probably as much as anything just continues to try to pitch. And that's nothing more than dealing with the previous swing that you see and trying to execute the following pitch. You look back at Abbott's first start back in June against this Brewer club when he had really power stuff, and it didn't go well. He tried to overpower him, and the Brewers beat him. Now, he came back the second time. This is deep into August. He threw the ball awfully well. He shut him out. Now, that's the kind of pitching that he's going to have here tonight. But you go back to what you were talking with Chris about, that pressure still holds true. I mean, there's only 2 games left. You got to figure out a way to get that off your back.
I'm curious if that is going to lead to a little bit more adrenaline that can help kind of get through the fatigue that he might be experiencing.
I think that, Andrew Abbott was really helped by 2 things. Number one, he had a little slow start coming out of spring training. Remember, he started on the injured list because of a slow shoulder, and he really didn't get a full spring training, so he didn't wear himself out early on. The Reds have been really good about his pitch count, under 100 pitches the last couple of times out, and he's another guy that pitched in the All-Star game, so he knows what it's like to pitch at a high level under the big spotlight. This is built for a game like that.
That's a great point about the All-Star game, because that's the pressure of all pressure.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, it's the Reds and Brewers. Hope you enjoy it. Let's play. First pitch presented by Cincinnati Children's. changing the outcome together. TJ Friedel will dig in and face this left-hander Robert Gasser. He's only making his second start of the year. His first start went just 3 innings, and he gave up a 2-run home run for the only 2 runs he allowed in that game. We'll see what he's got in store tonight. Gasser's into his windup. The left-hander's first pitch on the way, and we're underway. It is just off the outside corner for ball 1 to TJ Friedel. Fellas, what should the Reds expect against Gasser? How do you attack a guy like this that you really don't know much about?
I think you've got to have some patience early in the ball game, force him to get the ball over the plate. You've seen videos, so you have an idea, but you're kind of passive-aggressive, I guess is the best way to put it.
The 1-0 pitch is fouled straight back by Friedel. 1 ball and 1 strike. Gasser, left-hander, second-round pick into his windup. He turns it loose. The 1-1 pitch is a breaking ball in there for a called strike. It came over from the Padres in the Josh Hader trade. He's a Wisconsin native. Went to high school up in Appleton, which is up the road or down the road. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Friedel. The 1-2 pitch swung on, and this is skied high into the air. Third base side. Caleb Durbin moving into foul territory and over in the third base coach's box to make the catch, and there's 1 down.
Yeah, Tommy, there's probably not a whole lot of pressure on Gasser, even though he's making only his second start here in a Brewer uniform this year. I think probably the thing that Pat Murphy told him before he took the mound, hey, just go as hard as you can, as long as you can. We'll take care of the rest.
They've got Jacob Mizorowski waiting in the wings. He's expected to pitch today as well. It's hard to call this really an opener situation, but the Brewers maybe in a spot where they just try to get through this game with 2 pitchers. We'll see how they play it. Breaking ball in there for a strike call to Noelvi Marte, and the count is 0-1. Gasser back into his windup, home with the 0-1 pitch to Marte. And it's high and outside, 1 ball, 1 strike.
You know, early observation on Gasser, he's got a delivery. It looks like it's repeatable. He doesn't look like he's one of these guys that throws 100 miles an hour and wants to throw it 110.
Now the 1-1. And the pitch right in there for a strike call to Marte.
Yeah, he's got that little short, quick arm arc right behind the hat as he delivers it to the plate. And he's already shown against Friedel that he can throw a breaking ball for a strike. He's only walked 3 batters in his 31 big league innings. I'd say that's pretty solid.
A ball and 2 strikes on Marte. Gasser's 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss. Got him with a high fastball up and out of the zone. Marte down on strikes, 2 men gone here in the first inning.
Well, I think, you know, when you're facing a young pitcher like this, it's really important to try to take control of the pace of the game, of the little things. You know, don't start chasing pitches out of the zone and help him along. Of course, that was a young hitter in Marte that did that, but that's the idea. Put the pressure on the young guy.
Here's Miguel Andujar. Nobody on, 2 men are out. Andujar, big part of the Reds' night last night. The first ball swung on, fouled off to the right side, out of play, and the count is 0-1 on Andujar. 2 for 4 last night. Scored a run, drove home a run. 317, 10 home runs. The 0-1 pitch, and Andujar swings, lines it to left field, falling quickly on in a hurry. The left fielder Collins tries to make a feet-first sliding catch. It goes off his glove and lands safely. Kicks away from Collins a bit, but allows Andujar to reach on a 2-out single to left.
Andujar, man, this hitting against lefties is just kind of getting ridiculous.
It's automatic.
I mean, they could break out the vintage Steve Carlton, and he's probably getting a hit.
I think Carlton would just drill him.
Jeez.
Off the bag at first.
Keep the walks down.
Andujar, here's Spencer Steer. 1 on, 2 out. The pitch to Steer is swung on and fouled back. Into the seats just underneath us. The count is 0-1 on Spencer Steer. Steer hitting .239, 21 home runs, 75 runs batted in. Andujar leads off the bag at first base. The left-hander ready at the belt. He throws, and the pitch is way high and outside. That'll even the count. 1 ball and 1 strike on Steer. Gasser came into the season as the number 11 prospect in the Brewers organization. Had Tommy John surgery last June and has been working his way back all year. Swing and a miss.
Yeah, there aren't too many folks that come back this quickly in this day and age from Tommy John, because Tommy John has become an 18-month recovery process. He's back awfully early.
1 ball, 2 strikes on Steer. Andujar leading off the bag at first. Second baseman shading up the middle. The first baseman holds the runner. The pitch to Steer is in off the plate. Steer checked his swing, didn't go. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Spencer Steer.
You know, Chris, that's one of the things that I think Reds hitters have to look for early, just to see how Gasser's going to go about his business. Is he actually going to pitch the right-handers inside, or is he going to stay away? He's shown that he'll come in here early.
2-2. Way too high. Fastball upstairs, fills up the count.
Well, he's got a veteran catcher behind the home plate in Denny Jansen, and I think that that's going to make a big difference for him because he hasn't really built a relationship with Contreras yet. So they bring Jansen in there, and he's a guy that has caught a lot of pitchers over his 9-year Major League career.
3-2 pitch. Breaking ball down and in. It kicks away from Jansen. Steer a walk down to second base on Duhar. And now 2 on with 2 out, and the batter is rookie Sal Stewart.
This ought to be a very interesting at-bat because everybody who has scouted Sal Stewart knows he's an excellent fastball hitter. So we've seen now the pitcher Gasser throw a lot of breaking balls early in this at-bat. He got Marte early in the count with a breaking ball. I imagine he's going to go with that. But Stewart can not have to worry about chasing that breaking ball away from him. It's going to break right into his wheelhouse.
Gasser readies. Now throws. First pitch breaking ball is over the outside corner at the knees. Called a strike.
Right on the money there, partner.
That is definitely a sweeper right there. I mean, it's a sidearm coming around, sweeping from one end to the other.
Starts way off the plate, came back, caught the corner. 0-1 on Stewart. Gasser a check of the runners. He throws, and Stewart swings and pops it foul into the seats right side.
You know, even though Gasser appears to have that low 3/4 delivery, he starts behind his head first, and then the hand kind of sweeps out, both on the fastball and that breaking ball you were describing.
Gasser looks back in. Left-hander sets ready. The 26-year-old's home with the 0-2 pitch to Stewart. In the dirt inside, blocked by Jansen behind the plate to keep the runners at bay. Andujar still not 100%, but it does look like he's running a little better than he has.
Yeah, he had to quicken up the pace in last night's ball game from second to third, and he seemed like he had that extra gear that he needed.
He can get a big lead down there because nobody is holding him on second base.
Big lead at first for Steer as well. The 1-2 pitch, swinging a miss. Struck him out, down on strike, Sal Stewart, and Gasser works around a little early trouble. The Reds strand 2 in the first. We go to the bottom of the first inning. Reds nothing. Brewers coming up on the Reds Radio Network.
Baseball season is hitting the home stretch, but it's not too late to play ball on FanDuel, America's #1 sports book. Reds fans, download the app today to get started with $300 in bonus bets if your first $5 bet wins on FanDuel, an official sportsbook partner of the Cincinnati Reds. 21 plus and present in Ohio. First online real money wager only. $5 first deposit required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable bonus bets which expire in 7 days after receipt. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Baseball is a hometown tradition, and so is Topics Distributing. For generations, we've supplied the Cincinnati tri-state area's convenience, liquor, and corner stores with the products fans count on. From peanuts and popcorn to the latest trends, like even a refreshing non-alcoholic cocktail, Topics delivers what's now and what's next. We're proud to be the hometown team behind your local store. Big enough to deliver and local enough to care. Learn more at Topics.com.
Hey Reds fans, looking for the best place to score your tickets hassle-free? Check out Tickets for Less, your trusted source for Reds tickets and more. With transparent pricing and no service fees, the price you see is the price you pay. Whether you're heading to Great American Ballpark or catching the Reds on the road, Tickets for Less has the best selection. Plus, they have tickets to concerts, theater, and all your favorite sporting events, all with no hidden fees. Visit ticketsforless.com today. Tickets for Less, proud partner of the Cincinnati Reds.
Hi, this is Tim O'Connell, Senior Vice President of Ballpark Operations at the Cincinnati Reds. From the first pitch to the final out, SBM ensures every seat shines. Our custodial teams keep ballpark spotless so fans can focus on the game and not the grime.
Ken Bruce sings his team to our local sports teams like they were a chicken chalupa. Tomorrow morning at 9 on 700 WLW.
Andrew Abbott goes to work. Getting the start for the Redlegs against the Brew Crew tonight. The Reds trying to hold on to that slight edge, basically the tie-breaking edge that they have in the wild card right now. The Reds need to win to do it. Mets have already beat the Marlins today 5-0. Abbott goes to work against Christian Yelich. Left-hander turns it loose. First pitch to Yelich is clocked foul. Left side out of play. Abbott's last time out, he went 4 2/3 innings of shutout baseball, allowing 5 hits against the Cubs in a 1-0 Reds win. Abbott has had some early exits over his last couple of starts. Breaking ball dives a little bit low, but keep in mind, just 3 starts ago, he went 8 innings against the Padres.
Yeah, he only had 86 pitches his last time out. Pitched 4 2/3 innings.
The 1-1 pitch to Yelich, swing and a miss.
Yeah, that's a low pitch count, but it's a high pitch count for the number of innings you've been out there, right? So those can be kind of stressful. A little bit of a catch-22. You know, a veteran like Abbott, he knows he's going to establish his breaking ball and that changeup.
1-2 pitch. Yelich hits a weak bouncer back up the middle. Diving stop. McClain pops to his feet. Throws not in time. Great effort by McClain.
Great play by McClain. He just couldn't quite catch the speedy Yelich. Even Yelich, he's been around a long time. He'd still pick him up and put him down.
I remember Tony Gwynn telling me one day that good hitters put overspin on ground balls. And that seemed to hit the back of the mound and just take off.
Yeah, it definitely didn't look like it was hit hard off the bat, but picked up a little steam on the bounce. So now Jackson Chourio with a runner at first base to start the first inning for the Brewers. Abbott's first pitch, and Chourio takes strike 1. Abbott 9-7 on the year as he makes his 29th start of the year. Still very impressive, 2.80 ERA. He has struck out 145 against just 43 walks. League hitting .234 against him, and he pours in strike 2 to Chourio. Quickly, Chourio behind the count 0-2.
This Brewer club really likes to get on top early. They come out with a lot of energy, a lot of force, especially with these first 4 or 5 batters in the lineup.
Pick to first, chases Yelich back to the bag. We learned last night, we didn't know already, this is a Brewer team that likes to run. Got to keep an eye on him.
Yeah, he's got 9 bags at second base, only been thrown out once.
Left-hander Abbott sets ready, he throws. And the pitch up and away. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Jackson Chourio. 269, 20 home runs, 77 driven in, but Chourio just 1 for his last 24. Abbott turns it loose. The 1-2 pitch, line to third, caught by Hayes. Back to first Yelich, and there's 1 down. Now Bryce Terang. Here's tonight's Tempstar game time temperature. Get complete home comfort with a Tempstar heating and cooling system. Find your local Tempstar dealer at Tempstar.com. 83 degrees. Clear skies. The roof is open tonight at American Family Field on a very pleasant evening. Abbott again picks to first, chasing Yelich back to the bag.
Now, your 2 toughest hitters in this lineup, one is standing at first base in Christian Yelich, and the other one is at the plate right now in Bryce Terang. Being left-handed on the mound, you're hoping that Andrew Abbott can be able to isolate those 2 guys and keep their threat level down.
Breaking ball down, 1-0 on Terang.
And that plays up if he gets that breaking ball under control.
Terang, last month's National League Player of the Month. He had .343, 10 of his 18 home runs, all in the month of August. 287 on the year. He's driven in 79. Yelich off first. Abbott's home with a 1-0. And a bouncing ball to first. Steer fields it. It's a foul ball. I said Steer. It was Stewart that fielded it. Stepped on first, but they say foul ball. And Yelich and Ellie chat for a while down at second base. Stewart thought for sure that ball was fair.
Well, that was close.
Very.
Well, part of the reason it looked like it was fair is because Sal Stewart kept his feet in fair territory.
You know, that's normally a ball that is called by the home plate umpire, but it was the first base umpire that made the call.
Breaking ball down and away.
And if we were to go back and look at the slow motion replay, the first base umpire gave a signal to the home plate umpire and then made the call, said, I've got this one, because it would have been a lot harder from home plate to make that fair or foul call.
2 balls and a strike on Terang. Yelich is off first in the 2-1 pitch. Abbott turns it loose. Swung on, popped high into the air, down the left field line. That is Spencer Steer in pursuit of it. And into the net, he makes the catch. Wow. Spencer Steer reaching into the net just beyond the tarp down the left field line. He makes the catch.
He used his left hand or his right hand to push the screen away and then makes the catch. How about that? Excellent. If you leave the screen there, the ball hits the screen, you don't get the catch. Puts his right hand on the screen and just reaches right up. That's a nice play.
Gave himself a little bit of room.
Little cheat code right there.
You got that right. We'll take it. A little bit too high for ball one to Andrew Vaughn. I like the little smile he had after he made the catch.
Yeah, he's looking at Friedel. Did you see that?
1-0 the count on Vaughn. Runner still at first, 2 outs. Abbott, the pause, the belt. Now he throws. And it's too high. 2 balls, no strikes on the right-handed hitting Vaughn. 0 for 3 with a walk last night, a .255 hitter on the year. 14 home runs and 64 driven in. Abbott from the belt to the plate, his 2-0 pitch. Good. Backdoor breaking ball. Lands in there for a called strike. 2-1. Yelich started the inning with a base hit, an infield single to Matt McClain. He's still there with 2 outs, and Abbott delivers the 2-1. And a curveball dives low and inside. 3 balls and a strike. Western and Southern Financial Group wants to strike out cancer all season long. Every time a Reds pitcher strikes out a batter, Western and Southern makes a donation to support cancer research in the greater Cincinnati area. When it comes to fighting cancer, we're all in this together. 3-1 fouled away into the upper deck right side.
That's a pretty good sign, don't you think, Cowboy, that, you get a 3-1 fastball and he doesn't get around on it.
He's late.
Makes you feel good.
That's the part that we saw from Andrew Abbott early in the season. That last little hop at the end of the pitch.
Yelich will be running. The pitch is lined to right. In comes Marte toward the line to make the catch.
On that one.
Side retired. The inning is over. So a nice job by Abbott to work around the leadoff single. We go to the second inning. No score. Reds and Brewers on the Reds Radio Network.
At Kroger, you never compromise. You get high quality and low prices. Like you never compromise your meal with our spring salad mix, guaranteed fresh. And you never compromise your budget with lower prices on over 1,000 items. And you never compromise your appetite with our golden brown bread that's baked fresh in store. And you never compromise your wallet with our lower prices. Hand it to Kroger shoppers. You never compromise. Kroger. Fresh for everyone.
Toyota gives you the power of choice. Now through September 30th, get 4.75 APR financing on a stylish new 25 Corolla or 5.75 on Corolla Hybrid. Excludes Corolla Cross and GR Corolla. Or lease a gas-powered 25 Corolla LE for $199 a month for 36 months with $36.99 due at signing. With approved credit through TFS, tax, title, and license extra. Call 1-888-36-TOYOTA for details or go to Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
As the official bank of the Cincinnati Reds, PNC knows that everyone gets excited about different parts of baseball. Some fans love home runs. PNC likes a well-executed sacrifice bunt. Others love sliding catches. PNC prefers pop-ups caught with 2 hands. But everyone loves getting discounts on tickets and merchandise with the Cincinnati Reds PNC Bank Visa debit card. Learn more at pnc.com/RedsCard. PNC Bank. Brilliantly boring since 1865. PNC Bank. National Association member FDIC. Visa is a registered trademark of Visa International Service Association and used under license.
Mr. Squeaks, 100% mouse milk, grass-fed mice, milked by tiny hands. The perfect drink for Eddie and Rocky.
Eddie and Rocky are your daily afternoon treat with news, guest laughs, and plenty of your calls. Monday afternoon at 3
on 700 WLW.
Hey, Reds fans, score big for game day at Kroger, where you'll find lower prices on over 1,000 items, so you can save even more. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Scoreless at the end of 1 at American Family Field here in Milwaukee. Ellie De La Cruz will get it started, then Tyler Stevenson and Key Brian Hayes. If anybody gets on, Matt McClain against the left-hander Robert Gasser. 20 pitches in the first inning, and now Gasser will go to work against Ellie. Reds got a couple of base runners, a single and a 2-out walk, but stranded runners at first and second. Gasser into his windup, and left-hander fires. First pitch to De La Cruz is on the ground, sharply hit. Diving Ortiz, and it is possible to get a ground ball past Ortiz. That one will roll into left field for a base hit, and Ellie's aboard to start the Reds' second inning. Boy, some really fine defensive plays by Joey Ortiz in the game last night.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of first pitch strikes from the left-hander Gasser, and they've been at the bottom of the zone. That sinking fastball, Ellie not waiting around. That probably was not a great pitch to hit, but he smoked it.
Well, he saw what happened when you wait around and try to hit that sweeper.
There's Tyler Stevenson. See if the Reds have Ellie in motion at all. Hold up at first, the first pitch, inside, ball one.
Really good point there, Tommy, because, Terry Francona for the most of the season has kind of shut down the running game, but it's part of Ellie's, and if he feels good and his legs are good, you can take that young pitcher out of the game a little bit by putting some running pressure on him.
Vaughn holds him. Gasser kicks and fires to first and chases Ellie back.
That's a pretty good move there, partner.
You could see Ellie.
He's got that little hesitation at the top of that pick now.
Anytime the runner looks to the first base umpire and points to the pitcher saying that was a balk, you've got a good move.
Gasser back home now. And a breaking ball on the inside corner for a called strike to even the count at Stevenson.
Yeah, any of those left-handers, Chris, you get that little bit of hesitation at the top, and then you can pop that thing from the hip. Ooh.
Runners do not like to get picked off.
No, they don't like that.
1 ball, 1 strike, the pitch. And Stevenson watches a strike on the inside corner. Changeup from Gasser. Stevenson's really done a nice job since returning from the injured list. In 14 games, he's hitting .279. He has 14 RBIs, 1 for 3 last night. On the year at .234. 4 of his 13 home runs have come in his 14 games since coming back from the IL. Gasser again picks to first. This time, Ellie just steps back to the bag.
Boy, he's got Ellie hopping all over the place over there.
That's his second move to first. See if Ellie gets a little bigger lead this time. Gasser comes home with it, misses low and inside, and you could see Ellie really unsure, kind of a double hitch both ways.
Well, he's got that hesitation at the top of the leg kick when he comes to the plate. He has the same hesitation when he picks to first.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Gasser sets the pitch, and it hit him. Got him right on the arm and down to first. Tyler Stevenson on the hit by pitch, and the first 2 Reds have reached here in the second inning.
Well, if there was any doubt early in the ball game that Gasser would pitch inside, he has already shown the Reds that he will.
Now, Key Brian Hayes. If you're listening tonight on your car or truck radio, please remember to buckle your safety belt. This message brought to you by the Ohio Department of Public Safety. If you're not buckled up, what's holding you back? Key Brian Hayes, he's been a struggling hitter. 0 for 3 last night. Runners at first and second base, nobody out. The pitch, swing and a miss, strike 1. The reason I bring that up is you kind of wonder if maybe there's a thought of dropping down a bunt, even though it's early, with a guy like Key Brian Hayes.
Well, when you get down to the bottom of the lineup, it becomes less and less a better percentage play.
Matt McClain waiting in the on-deck circle behind Hayes. Ellie's off the bag at second base. Stevenson away from first, and the 0-1 pitch to Key Brian Hayes. Too far inside. Fastball, and that leaving the count at 1 ball and 1 strike.
If you're bunting as the number 2 hitter to move the leadoff hitter to second, you know that your 3-hole hitter is one of the best hitters on your team. You can't do that as consistently in the bottom of your order. There's a reason guys hit 7, 8, and 9.
The 1-1. Ground ball right back up the middle. Sliding backhand stop. Terang pops to his feet. Throws. He got him at first. But it moves the runners. On to third base, De La Cruz. Stevenson's up to second. A fine play by Bryce Terang to make that sliding backhand stop. Feet first. Pop-up slide just on the shortstop side of second base.
Hey, you look up the middle for these Brewers between Ortiz and Bryce Terang. I mean, that's kind of some stupid defense. I mean, wow.
Now McClain with a chance to pick up a couple of RBIs right now. The pitch to McClain right down the middle. First pitch changeup for strike 1. McClain hitless last night, just 3 for his last 32. 218, 15 home runs, 49 driven in. Gasser, the left-hander, throws. And McLean goes after a high fastball and comes up empty. He's down to the count 0-2. TJ Friedl waiting on deck. Gasser picks up the sign. Sets ready. And here's the 0-2 pitch. Way too high. Ball and 2 strikes. Gasser ahead of the count. And from the belt, here's the lefties 1-2. Swinging a ground ball to third. They're coming home. Throw to the plate. Ellie is out at home.
Caleb Durbin, he was on it like a cat. He knew he was coming to the plate, and as he fielded the ball as though he was turning a double play at second base. He got it all in one motion. Strike throw right on the money.
It could have been a better running route by Ellie De La Cruz. He ran entirely in foul territory the whole way. Anytime you get a ground ball to the third baseman, you don't have a running lane. You can run on the fair side of the line, get right in the throwing lane, and get in the way of that throw. He would have been safe had he done that.
A lot of base runners make that mistake because they're thinking they're going to slide to the outside part of home plate. You can still do that, but if you're running on the line or inside the line, you block the throw from the third baseman.
First pitch strike to Tyler Stevenson. The count is 0-1. Stevenson, or TJ Friedl at the plate. Stevenson stayed at second. McLean reaches at first on the fielder's choice. 5-2 the put out at home plate. Now 2 away. And the 0-1 to Friedl is off the outside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike on Friedl.
That's probably a spot where Tyler Stevenson should have been at third base. Can't get caught watching.
Gasser from the belt throws the 1-1. And it is a strike on the outside corner, splitting the edge, and it's 1-2 on Friedl. And Gasser's a strike away from getting out of the jam. And they go to work now in the Brewer bullpen.
Big Miz.
Oh boy. Friedl back in, down to the count, a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball grounded. Fair behind the bag, fielded by Vaughn. He races to first ahead of Friedl to get the out. Right down the line, but Vaughn had him played perfectly to be able to make the pickup. And the inning is over. The Reds threaten but come up empty, and we head to the bottom of the second inning. No score, Reds and Brewers on the Reds Radio Network.
As a family-owned company and a top workplace in the region, JTM Food Group has been pioneering kettle-crafted culinary solutions for years. From tantalizing dips to mouth-watering sauces and more, we lead the pack in delivering high-quality, on-trend items to the entire food service industry. But it's not just about the food. It's about our commitment to doing things the JTM way, with passion, integrity, and a dedication to God and His people. Taste the difference today and learn more at jtmfoodgroup.com. JTM, let's create great dishes together.
Summer's for swimming, biking, and the occasional scrape or sniffle. When the fun takes a turn, Cincinnati Children's Urgent Care is here with the team that knows kids best. We've got 6 convenient locations, including Crestview Hills for our Northern Kentucky friends. You can even save your spot online to skip the wait. For minor illnesses or injuries, try 24/7 virtual urgent care. Visit cincinnatichildrens.org/urgent care and get back to summer.
Think a printer is just a printer? Think again. Today's multifunction printers store sensitive data, connect to your network, and can be a prime target for hackers. At Modern Office Methods, Cincinnati's authorized RICO dealer, they help you secure your devices with advanced encryption and authentication controls. Mom protects your data with automated deletion of stored documents and detects threats in real time with built-in security alerts. Visit momnet.com to secure your print environment today. Modern Office Methods, secure technology for a secure workplace.
For over 100 years, your USI insurance team has been protecting local businesses and employees. See how the right plan and the right partner can help protect your company's most valuable assets. USI, proud insurance broker of the Cincinnati Reds.
Start your day the Tom Brenneman way. Monday morning at 5 on 700 WLW.
Bottom of the the second inning. We're scoreless here at American Family Field in Milwaukee. The Reds squandering a golden opportunity to strike first in this one. And runners at second and third with one out. Came up empty. Ellie getting thrown out of the plate on a ground ball to third. And Isaac Collins leads off the Brewers' second. 262 hitter, 9 homers, 54 driven in for Collins. First pitch to him is just off the outside corner. And the count is 1-0 on Collins. All right, let's take a look at tonight's Reds Hall of Fame and Museum trivia question of the game. Surely between the three of us we can get it right. 1-0 pitch, hit in the air, left center. Here comes Friedel in a hurry. Same story. Steer. They converge, but Friedel makes the catch. Both of them kind of stopping just about right next to each other, and Friedel hauls it in for the first out of the second inning. All right, here's the question. Since the National League Central Division was established in 1994, how many times has an NL Central team won the World Series? A6, B5, C3. First pitch to Caleb Durbin. It's taken for a strike on the inside corner. The count is 0-1.
NL Central?
Yeah. Central Division was established in 94. How many times has an NL Central team won the World Series? The 0-1 pitch to Durbin. There's a strike called at the outside corner. Well, the Brewers obviously haven't.
So it could be one team more than once?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
No, yeah. Just how many times?
Won the World Series. Well, not Reds, not Brewers.
Well, there's two out.
Not
Cubs,
Pirates.
Not Pirates. Cubs have won one.
And the
Cardinals have won 2 or 3.
Four's not an option.
Yeah, so your options are A6, B5, or C3. Ground ball right to third.
I say C3.
Key Brian Hayes fields, throws to first in time for the out. Durbin's retired. 2-men are out.
Can you guys think of anybody else?
I mean, that's it. It's only the Cubs and Cardinals that have won it. So I just can't remember how many times the Cardinals won it. No more than 3, so it's got to be 3. C3.
Well, we could all be right or we could all be wrong.
How about that?
Amen.
So much for diversification of the portfolio. Bunted, third base side. Hayes fields, throws, got him.
Boy, that was great communication by Abbott and Hayes right there, right on the money.
Blake Perkins trying to bunt for a 2-out hit, rolled it in the grass between the mound and third base, and a nice play by Key Brian Hayes for the final out. Nice quick inning for Andrew Abbott in the second. We're scoreless through 2 on the Reds Radio Network.
The Cons brand has been a Cincinnati tradition almost as long as Reds baseball. For more than 130 years, Cons hot dogs have been an important part of so many special memories. From grilling out with family and friends to settling in at the stadium for a Reds game. It's no wonder the Cons brand is the official hot dog of the Cincinnati Reds. So pick up a pack of Cons hot dogs and all their quality meats at local stores throughout Reds country. And keep the tradition alive.
Dinsmore is proud to serve as legal counsel to the Reds. Many of the world's leading companies trust Dinsmore attorneys to help them solve today's most complex business challenges and prepare for tomorrow's opportunities. With more than 750 attorneys coast to coast, Dinsmore empowers businesses of every size to achieve their business goals with more confidence. When you need clear, practical legal advice, turn to Dinsmore, a national powerhouse for legal excellence. Visit dinsmore.com to learn more.
Hey, Cincinnati. Barry Larkin here. Buy your next car at Columbia Chevrolet. I did, and I love it. You will not strike out with an opportunity like this. Hit a home run and buy better at Columbia Chevrolet.
Just like baseball requires teamwork and focus, driving through work zones requires your full attention. Whether you're on your way to the stadium or heading home after a great game, remember to stay alert, remove distractions, and obey traffic signs. Road workers are essential to improving our infrastructure, and respecting their safety is crucial. Visit OhioLECET.com for more on roadway safety. Brought to you by the Ohio Laborers Union and Lesset, proud sponsor of the Cincinnati Reds.
Third inning, Reds come to bat. It'll be Noelvi Marte leading it off. Marte, Andujar, and Steer. And it is still Robert Gasser on the mound. They had Mizorowski warming up last inning, but they stick with Gasser for now. And it'll be 3 right-handers due up, 4 if it gets to Stewart. Here in the third against the left-handed thrower. Gasser back into his windup and home of the first pitch to Marte. Swing and a miss and a high fastball for strike 1.
That's exactly where he went to on the first at bat, up hot.
I really kind of thought they'd get Gasser through the order once, maybe face Friedel a second time, and then they'd go to Mizorowski, but not the case. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Marte. Low and inside.
Well, Gasser hasn't even hit the 40 pitch mark at this point.
Went 3 innings his last time out, so the question is, are they trying to stretch him out and maybe get him past that point?
He threw 45 pitches his last time out.
The 1-1, and it's low and inside. 2 balls, 1 strike on Marte.
And I would not think that Pat Murphy would wait long.
Brewers are still playing for a little something. They've already got the division locked up. 2-1 pitch, swinging and a foul, but everybody around here is talking about not only the number 1 overall seed in the playoffs, but the Brewers are also chasing their own history. They're trying to set their franchise record for wins. They've already matched it. 96 wins. Ties the franchise record set by the 2011 Brewers. They did it again in 2018. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Gasser to the plate with a 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball, soft chopper toward the third base line. Gasser off the mound like a cat, but a bad throw to first. And it pulls Vaughn off the bag as he dives for the throw. It was headed to right field if not for Vaughn's diving stop. And Marte will reach safely.
That was kind of a gunslinger throw to first base. Threw him a 2-seamer, Chris.
Well, you throw that sidearm like that, and it's going to have a lot of run on it. So Vaughn thought he may have a chance to keep his foot on the bag until he saw how much it was going to break away from him.
That's an error on Gasser. That allows Marte to reach. And now the batter is Miguel Andujar.
That's one of those plays that, for a young pitcher, that could break your concentration in a hurry.
Because you're giving it out away.
Gasser fires, and Andujar lines it to left field. Here comes the left fielder, and Collins dives, and he can't get it. It rolls by him all the way to the wall. Marte around third. He'll get a stop sign from J.R. House. And into second base is Andujar. Great job by Perkins in center to come over and get to that ball as soon as he saw it get by Collins, who missed it with the headlong dive.
Well, if not for the speed of Blake Perkins in center field, that's probably a triple even for Miguel Andujar. But Perkins can flat out motor.
It would have definitely scored Marte if not for Perkins' speed. But how about the Reds right now? You talk about being in business. You've got runners at second and third, nobody out. Boy, Collins didn't miss that by much. He was there. It just went right under his glove as he reached out and dove toward home.
I'm really a little surprised right here that we don't see Pat Murphy come out there and bring his flamethrower in here right now.
There's nobody even throwing out there right now, which is also a little surprising. He was playing catch before. Spencer Steer at the plate, second and third, nobody out. Gasser has the sign, readies from the belt, he throws. Swinging a ground ball off the front of the Reds' third base dugout. 0-1 on Steer.
It looked like Andujar hit that ball almost in the identical spot he did the first time. And Collins held up the first time. This time he thought, oh, I can catch that. Not so much.
0-1 on Steer. First baseman plays tight. The 0-1 pitch. Steer takes a changeup that flutters off the outside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike.
I mean, that's a hard changeup.
90 miles an hour. His fastball is only 93 or 94. You know, every time he's thrown that changeup, he's followed up with a little sweeping breaking ball.
1 ball, 1 strike. The lefty throws. Too high.
Until that time.
Fastball upstairs.
Threw it up there where you could smell it a little bit.
2 balls and a strike on Spencer Steer. Marte standing at third. Andujar's at second base. The The Reds put together a pretty good threat in the second, came up empty. They're putting the pressure on again here in the third. The pitch, Steer fouls it into the net, down past the first base dugout. 2 balls and 2 strikes. That's kind of a center cut fastball there, and Steer just spoiled it. 2 balls, 2 strikes, outfield straightaway. Look deep and right. Jacob Mizorowski throwing again. Pitch high and outside with a fastball. Now the count's full, 3-2.
You go right back to the first batter of this inning, the error on the ball by Marte, by the pitcher. And now this is a different Robert Gasser than what we saw in the first 2 innings.
Great point.
Said it immediately. See if that can affect him a little bit. It has. 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Got him with a breaking ball down and in. Steer strikes out. And it brings up Sal Stewart with runners.
At ball 4 there.
Mm-hmm. Well, that was the pitch that he took for ball 4 his first time up.
That's just being a little jumpy with a couple of runners out there for you. Trying to do it a little bit too much.
See if Sal Stewart can get the job done. Steer passes the baton to the young first baseman. First pitch. Stewart rips it right back up the middle. A cap spinner into center. It'll score Marte. Andujar is stopped at third on the line drive. Go-ahead RBI single by Sal Stewart.
I think that Robert Gasser, the pitcher, thought that ball was going to hit him in the forehead, and it nearly did.
It was right at him. You talk about cap spinner deluxe.
1-0 Reds on the bullet back up the middle. Talk about a ball that'll make your heart skip a beat.
That's the kind of line drive you get back at you as a pitcher. By the time you react, the ball's over the second base bag.
Right. You start feeling around your jersey to make sure everything's there.
Did it go through me?
It's my hat.
Here's Ellie. First and third, 1 out, 1-0 Reds. The pitch, Ellie skies the first pitch he sees into short left. Out goes the shortstop Ortiz, but it's Collins.
Can't do it.
From left, he'll make the catch. Andujar bluffs from third, stays put. Stewart has to stay at first. Ellie's the second out.
Collins does not throw well out there. That's the reason he's in left field. But that is way too shallow to even take a chance with Andujar.
I don't know that there's many on this team that could even test that. Stevenson standing in. First and third, 2 out. Reds trying to add on. They've scored 1. Left-hander pauses at the belt. And the first pitch to Tyler Stevenson. Breaking ball, chop foul over by the Reds dugout, right down the steps, and the count is 0-1 on Stevenson.
I'll tell you, Danny Jansen, the catcher, is doing a really good job with this young kid, mixing up a lot of pitches. He has not fallen into really much of a pattern at all. And he is not afraid to pitch inside with runners on base.
Stevenson not afraid to go the other way, hitting with a huge hole on the right side right now at the first baseman. Vaughn holding the runner and Terang up the middle. Breaking ball dives into the dirt inside. 1 ball, 1 strike on Stevenson. 1-0 Reds in the third. Sal Stewart. Bullet back up the middle to score Marte. Hit it too hard. Andujar had to stop at third.
Stevenson may be hitting in the 7th spot, but he's been the Reds' major RBI contributor as of late.
The 1-1. And there's a drive down the left field line, but he pulled it foul. He hit that well. Of course, he should have. It was a hanging breaking ball in the heart of the plate. He was just out in front. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Miguel Andujar at third. He's 2 for 2 tonight. Sal Stewart at first. Stevenson at the plate. 2 outs. And the 1-2 pitch on the way. Up and in. Stevenson was hit by a pitch his first time up. Very similar to that pitch. Now it's even. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Almost every fastball that has been close to the right-handed batters has been more of a show-me pitch than a strike pitch.
Gasser's break even.
Well, that's in.
Just off the inside corner with a fastball. Full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes on Tyler Stevenson.
Looked like he was trying to get that two-seamer to come back to the inside corner. He just pulled it a tad.
2 fastballs in a row now to Tyler. I would imagine this is going to be a breaking ball.
I'm right there with you.
I don't think you triple up on it.
Stewart's off first. He'll be running. Gasser from the belt throws. And it is a breaking ball, and it hangs off the outside corner for ball 4. And the Reds have loaded the bases. Let's pause for ID on the Reds Radio Network.
Troops being deployed to Portland by President Trump. And Covington, Kentucky ranked one of the best downtowns in the country. Details after the game on the home of the Reds. News Radio 700 WLW Cincinnati.
Gasser's day has come to a close. Pat Murphy, the Brewer manager, on his way to the mound. New pitcher coming on. It'll be Jacob Mizorowski, summoned from the Milwaukee bullpen. He inherits the bases loaded with 2 outs. The Reds leading it 1-0 in the third on the Reds Radio Network.
Attending to our mental health is important for everyone, even professional athletes. To help our players make their mental health a priority, the Reds have established a mental skills and wellness department to ensure peak mental performance throughout the season. Here is today's mental health moment, brought to you by the Ohio Suicide Prevention Foundation.
Your favorite baseball players have been training their entire lives for this moment in the major leagues. Training goes far beyond lifting weights, running, and swinging a bat. There's also the need to train mentally and take care of those things that can impact your well-being. The best thing about the mental health aspects of training is that training your mental health does not require any gym equipment or membership. Practice taking some deep breaths and calming yourself down so that when you need a break, you know what to do to make sure that you are able to stay in the game.
In an effort to help stop the stigma around mental illness, the Ohio Suicide Prevention Foundation has committed to make a $500 donation for each Red Save. Stop the stigma and start the conversation with today's Mental Health Moment, brought to you by the Ohio Suicide Prevention Foundation. Your mental health needs are real. Don't be afraid to talk about it or ask for help. Call 1-800-273-8255 or text 4HOPE to 741-741. Visit ohiospf.org for more information and resources for help.
Right-hander Jacob Mizorowski out of the Brewer bullpen. Boy, nothing like making your first Major League bullpen appearance with the bases loaded. Go get him, kid. Oh, boy.
I would say he's capable. I mean, how about making his first All-Star appearance as a Major Leaguer this year after only 5 games in the big leagues?
I would make him throw me a strike because he is going to be some kind of amped right here.
No room for error. Brian Hayes, the batter. Bases loaded, 2 outs, 1-0 Reds. The first pitch. And he spins breaking ball right in there.
Oh, there you go. So much for that strike.
Pretty impressive. Not only a strike, but a breaking ball strike for a guy that throws 102.
Mizorowski's 0-1 pitch. Swung on. That's fouled back.
103.
Not bad.
I didn't mean to undersell him.
Born in Blue Springs, Missouri, just outside of Kansas City. Went to high school in Grain Valley. The 0-2 pitch. Breaking ball. Slow chopper left side. Mizorowski stumbles. Everybody's going to be safe. The ball just trickles into no man's land. An infield hit for Brian Hayes. Scores on Duhar from third. They stay loaded. It's now 2-0 Reds.
Well, you can look back on the last 2-3 ball games. The sun is shining on the Reds, folks. It is bright.
How about being able to throw 102 miles an hour and you're going after the number 8 hitter with a breaking ball with a 2-strike count?
Thank you.
These are the days.
The pitch. Fastball at 101 up and away. The count is 1-0 on Matt McClain.
He must have an AI computer down there calling pitches.
If you're Matt McClain, you got to make him get the ball over the dish.
He's the 8th man to bat in the inning, McClain is. Fastball way too high. It's 2 balls and no strikes. First 2 pitches, fastballs at or above 100.
You come out in that situation, if you don't get the first batter, all of a sudden you feel the heat of all these folks in this ballpark. Now he's getting a little wild.
Mizorowski sets the 2-0 pitch. Ooh, just did hit the outside corner. Fastball for a called strike. 2-1 on McLean. Remember, the Reds faced Mizorowski in Cincinnati back in the middle of August. The Reds knocked him out of the game in the second inning. Surrendered 5 runs on 4 hits. Here's the 2-1. Outside, and it's 3-1. No place to put McLean. They're loaded with 2 outs. 3 balls, 1 strike. TJ Friedl waiting the on-deck circle. Mizorowski's 3-1 pitch. High and outside, ball 4. And Mizorowski has walked in a run. Stewart dashes home from third. They're still loaded. And now TJ Friedl comes to the plate, the 9th man to bat in this 3-run Reds third.
When you come out there and the bases are loaded, that first batter, if you get him out, you have a tremendous sense of accomplishment. If you don't get the first batter, then you start to feel the heat of everyone watching. He hasn't gotten either of the first 2.
Mizorowski's first pitch to Friedl. Breaking ball, low and in, 1-0. Mizorowski really has not been pitching nearly as well. Going back to that start against the Reds, his ERA over 6.
Yeah, the Reds were the first start he had after coming back from getting hit on that shin.
The 1-0. Up and in, almost hit Friedl with a fastball at 101, and it's 2-0.
I don't know if the Reds have a take sign, but I'm going to give it right here.
2 balls, no strikes on Friedl. Shortstop shading up the middle. Big hole on the left side. Mizorowski's 2-0 pitch. And that's a strike. Just did find the inside half of the plate.
That might be 102, but TJ Friedl might be one of the 5 hitters in all of baseball that can hit that pitch on the inner part of the plate.
Mizorowski's 2-1, and it's swung on and fouled off. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Bases loaded, 2 out, 3-0 Reds in the third.
9th batter that the Reds have sent to the plate here in this inning.
Mizorowski ready at the belt. And the right-hander's 2-2 pitch to Friedl. High and outside. Fastball. 101. Easy take for Friedl.
Well, this is one of those spots for Mizorowski. That plate looks like it's about a mile away and the size of a postage stamp.
3 balls, 2 strikes. Bases loaded. 2 out. The runners are in motion. The 3-2 pitch. Swing and a fly ball. Slicing toward the seats. Foul. Down the left field line, out of play. Stevenson's at third. Key Brian Hayes at second. Matt McLean's at first. They all go back and reset. The Reds looking for a hit to really open things up here. Give themselves a little more breathing room. Boy, a shot in the gap would do it. 3-2 pitch to Friedl. Swing and a line drive, base hit left field. 1 run home. Here comes Hayes to the plate. Around to third, McLean. The throw goes to third. He threw it away. Over by the dugout. McLean will score. Friedl into second. The throw from Collins went to third, and Durbin never even looked for the throw. The Reds get 3, and it's 6-0 in the third.
Well, that is the type of mistake that you never, ever, ever see the Milwaukee Brewers make, and that is an extreme meltdown.
TJ Friedl, all he had to do was put the bat on the ball. The power supplied by the pitcher throwing over 100 miles an hour. He just found that hole on the left side, got the barrel on it, and you're right about that defensive move by the Brewers. That is way out of character.
You know, you were talking earlier, Chris, about the ability of Friedl to be able to handle that 102, 103 on the inside corner. He didn't jump at all on that ball. That ball was away, and he stayed flat, stayed right on it, and shoots it right through the hole on the left side of the infield. He talks about creating chaos. That was chaos.
Exactly. I got to figure in that Brewer dugout right now, Pat Murphy's wondering maybe why he didn't go out and get his pitcher after that first batter of the inning when he made the error on the little chopper off of Noel Marte's bat.
Well,
because everything has gone downhill since.
One of the things that surprises me, this is the first time, Cowboy talked about it, first time he's ever pitched out of the bullpen in his life, and you put him right into a bases-loaded jam. Sure, there's 2 outs, but the bases are still loaded. First pitch to Marte, swing and a miss. I'm a little surprised that Pat Murphy, if he's going to bring him in with traffic on the bases, or if he's going to take his starter out with traffic on the bases, he doesn't go to a bridge guy and then give Mizorowski a clean inning. 0-1 on Marte. Mizorowski's 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, and the count's 0-2.
Well, I think from Murphy's standpoint, I'm going to bring Miz in a confidence-building situation with the number 8 batter at the plate. He's not caught up to 103-mile-an-hour fastball this year in Brian Hayes. You're thinking this is a confidence builder for this kid because I got to have him. I don't have Brandon Woodruff anymore.
0-2 on Marte.
It has backfired.
Big time. The 0-2 pitch. High and outside to Marte. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
You're thinking, oh, he's got bases loaded. He'll get this one guy and make him feel good about it. It didn't work that way.
A 6-run third for the Reds. 6-0. 1-2 pitch, up and in with a curveball that just hung up and in, and now it's 2-2 on Noelvi Marte. I would say this is not exactly going to plan for Pat Murphy. Now you kind of wonder if he was hoping to get multiple innings out of Mizorowski, which he still might. He might not be able to get as much out of him as he was planning on.
Definitely not the confidence builder he was counting on.
2-2 pitch, bouncing ball, left side, third baseman far to his left, Durbin gloves, throws close, out at first Marte, and the inning is over. How about a 6-run third for the Redlegs? They go to the bottom of the third, Reds 6, Brewers nothing on the Reds Radio Network.
This is the sound of you getting insurance with AAA. That's right. You're not doing anything related to insurance because the experts at AAA did all the work for you. Easy. This, on the other hand, is the sound of you shopping for insurance on your own. Yeah, that's why you don't do any of that. Ever. Because you went with AAA for car insurance. On the plus side, get more from insurance with AAA. Go to AAA.com/insurance. Product options may vary by state and participant. Visit AAA.com/details for more information.
Tommy Thrall, voice of the Reds here. If your current defense can't handle a lineup of pests, it's time to make a call to the bullpen. Rose Pest Solutions can mow down pests of all kinds year-round with the Rose Home Service Program. Depending on your needs and budget, you can choose from basic, advantage, or premium levels, all of which come with a dedicated technician. The Rose Home Service Program is the ideal way to stay ahead of pest invasions all year long. Pest problem? The Rose Home Service Program is the solution. Call the pros at Rose at 800-966-ROSE or visit rosepestsolutions.com.
This is the Cowboy, Jeff Brantley, for my good friends at Grippo's. Grippo's has been a hometown favorite since 1919 and is the official chip of the Cincinnati Reds. The third, fourth, and fifth generations of the Grippo's family are committed to making the freshest, highest quality potato chips and snack foods you can eat. Grippo's is the original fun food company because they've been having fun satisfying your craving for snack food for over 106 years. So when somebody tells you to get a grip, you know what they mean. Get Grippo's.
Hi, this is Marty Brenneman. Protect your business with cybersecurity solutions from Encore Technologies. We're not just IT. We keep your data safe, just like we back the Cincinnati Reds. Visit encore.tech to stay secure.
The voice of common sense transmitted to an uncommon world. Scott Slow, Monday morning at 9 on 700 WLW.
6 runs on 4 hits, 2 crucial Brewer errors in the Reds' 6-run third inning, and the Reds have a 6-0 lead for Andrew Abbott. Abbott hasn't even finished his first time through the Brewer order yet. He retired Milwaukee, 1-2-3 in the second. He gave up a leadoff single, an infield hit to Christian Yelich, and that's been the only Brewer base runner in the first couple frames, and now he'll get Danny Jansen. 6-0 Reds. Abbott, the drop step, kick, his pitch, and that's in there for a called strike. Well, looking at this game and obviously knowing the big picture situation here, the Reds can't gain ground on the Mets, but they can at least hold serve here. And the wind by Abbott, the 0-1 pitch to Jansen. Swinging a foul tip into the mid of Tyler Stevenson, and the count is 0-2.
Well, make no mistake that a team that's won 96 ball games this year in the Milwaukee Brewers, they are not going to fold the tent.
Oh, no, this ain't over. But the 0-2 pitch to Jansen. Check swing. And that's a foul at the plate. Of course, remember the last time that Mizorowski faced the Reds had an 8-1 lead in that game and lost 10-8. But just for the sake of conversation, if the Reds hold on to this, does that put more pressure on the Mets going into tomorrow?
Without a doubt. They have to win.
The 1-2 pitch. High and outside. It's a 2-ball, 2-strike count. 2-2 pitch. Swung on, little flare. Short right field, falling, and it's down for a base hit right between McLean and Marte. So Danny Jansen is on with a leadoff single here in the third inning.
Hit that ball right off the end of the bat. Jansen likes to pull. He got that barrel way out there and just carved it in over the head of McLean.
Now Joey Ortiz, runner at first with nobody out. First pitch is right in there for a called strike. 0-1 on Ortiz. 237 homers, 45 batted in. Joey Ortiz, the 0-1, and Ortiz watches a fastball from Abbott over the inside corner for a called strike. Count is 0-2. Gasser 2 2/3 tonight. He allowed 4 runs, none earned on 4 hits. Walked 2, struck out 3. The pitch is down and away. In fact, only 1 run in that inning was earned to Mizorowski. And if the 1-2 pitch, high and outside, at least for the time being, they are saying they are all team unearned runs. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Joey Ortiz. Abbott ready at the belt, and the 2-2 pitch. Swung on, popped into the air, foul, right side. Will end up curling way back into the seats. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Ortiz. Abbott has thrown first pitch strikes to 6 of the first 9 batters. The 2-2 pitch. Fouled away again, right side, out of play. Still holding at 2-2 on Joey Ortiz. Yelich will be next.
I think if you're Andrew Abbott, you just keep making pitches, you stay aggressive. Forget about what that scoreboard says.
This ball's hit in the air, left center field, it's deep. On the run, Friedel. On the track, Friedel will play it on 1 bounce off the wall. Around to third base and holding is Jansen. Into second, Joey Ortiz with a double. And the 8-9 hitters are aboard at second and third with nobody out. And Yelich coming to the plate.
Yeah, just about the time you feel like you're a little bit comfortable with that big lead, the 8 and 9 hitters, a bloop and a drive off the center field wall. Next thing you know, you turn the lineup over and you've got the meat of the order coming up.
I'm telling you, this Brewer club, they do not lay down. That ball missed getting out of here by the width of the yellow line in dead center field.
Abbott fires, and Yelich pops it foul, left side, out of play, and the count is 0-1 on Christian Yelich. Now the crowd is all stirred up, and make no mistake, it is a big crowd. Another capacity crowd here at American Family Field in Milwaukee. The 0-1 pitch to Yelich. Just off the inside corner. And leaving up the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Swing and a miss by Yelich. Big cut, no contact. They wedged over 40,000 in here last night. They've got every bit of what they had last night and then some. The 1-2 pitch. Abbott to Yelich. Swinging a high bouncer toward McLean. He'll come in and field it. The play will go to first. Yelich is out. Scoring from third is Danny Jansen to get the Brewers on the board, and Ortiz moves up to third. RBI for Yelich, his 103rd RBI of the year. Now Jackson Chourio. This guy's career is off to an incredible start. Abbott's first pitch to Chourio is taken for a strike off the outside corner. And the count is 0-1 on Jackson Chourio. Power, speed. 0-1 the count. Abbott's pitch. Chourio swings and fouls it straight back. Chris, you said it last night that it's kind of their version of Ellie De La Cruz, and there really are a lot of similarities there.
Well, they both are uber talented, no question about it, and they're both still learning the game. Chourio came in here starting as a center fielder. Now they've got him moved to right.
Ortiz at third, one out. A run in, the 0-2 pitch. And Chourio straightens out of the way of a high fastball.
It's a nice pitch right there. You throw your hardest pitch right underneath his eye level, and then you come back with something a little bit slower on the outside corner. Most hitters can't make that adjustment.
The 1-2 pitch, Abbott to Chourio. Swung on, popped up, foul. I don't think that's maybe right where he wanted that pitch. It ended up being on the inner half above the knees, and Chourio spoils a foul.
I think he was trying to bury that one down and in and just left it over the plate.
Ball and 2 strikes on Jackson Chourio. Hit the ball sharply his first time up. A rocket right at Ke'Bryan Hayes. The 1-2. Chourio again fouls it away up to the right. Still a ball and 2 strikes. The Reds have teamed up with Tito's Handmade Vodka through their Love Tito's program to support RBIs for a cause. Every Reds RBI at home this season. Love Tito's donated $50 to the Reds Community Fund. This season, donation totaled $17,350. Thank you, Tito's. Change up in the dirt, evens the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Well, if you get that on the outside corner, you probably have an out there.
I don't even think it has to be on the corner. It has to be able to catch the plate, but below the zone. Chourio's a swinger. He'll go after it.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Abbott fires. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Fastball on the plate away. And Chourio comes up empty. That's just the first strikeout for Andrew Abbott tonight.
Just the ability to show that speed of the changeup, I think, really changed the way Chourio went after that pitch. Not quite as quick as he was on some of the previous heaters.
2 are out. Now Bryce Terang. Swung on, hit in the air toward the left field corner and deep. Steer on the run, tracking it, reaches out, and it's a fair ball, and it's down. Into the corner, Steer gathers and fires it back in, but not before Terang checks in at second with an RBI double, scoring Ortiz from third. It is 6-2 Reds.
Well, you don't see too many left-handed hitters hit the ball with power down the left field line that stays fair. A lot of times that ball is slicing into the seats. It stayed true and stayed right on the line.
Yeah, the name Nick Kurtz comes to mind.
Too soon.
I think the Reds have seen enough of him.
Yeah, that tipped right off the very end of the glove of Spencer Steer, but he was in a dead sprint to the corner.
And that wall was closing in quickly on him. Eric Johnson, the Reds pitching coach, out paying Andrew Abbott a visit, trying to settle him down. This doesn't seem like an unusual thing where a team has a long inning. The Reds sent 10 men to the plate, and then the next thing you know, the pitcher comes back out, has a little difficulty in the ensuing inning.
Well, I think anybody would tell you that when you sit that long in the dugout, things start to get a little tight, and you need a little time to get it back together.
Runner at second base with 2 outs. First pitch to Andrew Vaughn is a breaking ball that dives low and inside for ball 1. 1-0 on Vaughn. Vaughn flew out to right field his first time up. Runner at second, 2 outs, 2 in for the Brewers here in the third. 6-2 Reds. The pitch. Ground ball to third. Ke'Bryan Hayes knocks it down, gathers, throws in time, bonds out, and the side is retired. But the Brewers do get a pair on 3 hits and leave 1. We played 3, Reds 6, Brewers 2 in Milwaukee on the Reds Radio Network.
At Logan Services, we're more than heating and air. We're a family-owned business that puts people first. For decades, we've built our reputation on honesty, hard work, and treating your home like it's our own. From the first phone call to the final handshake, you'll work with a caring, local team that shows up on time and does the job right. Because comfort isn't about temperature, it's about integrity. Logan Services, family-owned, people-focused, and proud to serve its customers.
Marty Brenneman here.
With Amanda Brenneman.
You all know we love Laura's lean beef.
It's all natural, never ever adding hormones or antibiotics.
And it's recognized by the American Heart Association.
Laura's 96% lean ground beef is officially a heart-healthy food.
Amanda, I'd like to officially recognize you for being good for my heart.
That's officially almost cute, Marty.
Get mealtime inspiration at lauraslean.com.
This season, score big on your next ride at Honda East. With unbeatable deals, great financing options, and a large inventory to choose from, you can find your perfect vehicle at a price that knocks it out of the park. And our award-winning service department ranks among the best in the country, with a seasoned lineup of service consultants and factory-trained Honda techs. The ultimate Honda experience at Honda East. Visit HondaEastCincy.com.
Bill Cunningham for the Tri-State's #1 gunite pool and spa company, ACR Gunite Pools and Spas, built by Frank Zybel, with thousands of satisfied customers. Call now, book your appointment, swim this spring. ACR Gunite Pools and Spas.
Back to 4. 6-2 in favor of the Redlegs as they bat here in the 4th inning. Miguel Andujar will lead it off. Andujar, Steer, and Stewart. The series and the regular season wraps tomorrow. It will all come down to game number 162.
I would say Miguel Andujar is probably sad to see Robert Gasser out of the ball game.
2 for 2. Single, then he smoked that line drive double to left. Past the diving Isaac Collins his last time up. He watches a strike. The count is 0-1. Shortened a bunt there. Didn't offer at it, but it's 0-1. Mizorowski to the plate, the 0-1 pitch. Breaking ball slides away. 1 ball, 1 strike.
How about a 95-mile-an-hour slider?
I only dreamed of that pitch, Chris.
1-1. Swinging a line drive, base hit center field. Well, I guess it doesn't matter who's on the mound.
Bro, he can hit, man.
I didn't know that Mizorowski had a curveball. So he throws a 95 slider, throws an 88-mile-an-hour curveball, and Andujar proceeds to lace it right into center field.
Andujar says, thank you very much.
Right.
No kidding.
Dropped the bat head on it, served it out there into center. Next.
We're in the 4th inning. Andujar is 3 for 3.
Not a bad night.
Off a righty. The last one, I like it.
Here's Spencer Steer. First pitch, Steer takes up and away. The count's 1-0. Steer walked his first time up, struck out on a breaking ball down and in his last time up. He was the first out of the Reds' 6-run 3rd inning. Mizorowski sets ready. The 1-0 and a high fastball. Steer went after it, came up empty, and the count is even. 1 ball, 1 strike. Get that great taste of the ballpark at home with JTM's Philly Kits and Fat Tire beer, cheese, and pretzels. Find these game day favorites in your grocer's freezer. Andujar leading off first, hole on the right side. The 1-1 pitch to Steer.
Oh, that's off.
Outside, not by much, but a little bit off the outside edge. 2-1.
You know, the velocity for Mizorowski is one thing, but the other thing is his extension. He's 6'7", but he pitches as if he is 7 feet 6 inches tall. That's how long he strides to home plate. He's all arms and legs.
And it leaves his hand occasionally at 102 or 103. And there is 100 off the outside corner.
It's kind of the Randy Johnson effect, right?
Yeah, really. So if you throw 100 miles an hour and you stride an extra foot, which is almost as much as he does, That's how much quicker the ball gets on you.
Then it becomes
another 5 miles an hour.
Yeah, then it becomes perceived velocity, and that's quite a bit more than 100.
3-1. Hit in the air. Deep right. Back goes Churio at the track near the wall. He'll make the catch. Steer gave it a ride. He turned around. Fastball up near triple digits, but Churio makes the catch just shy of the wall in deep right.
Well, if Spencer Steer hits that ball towards the right field line about 10 feet, he's got himself a home run. But when that wall comes out, it gets about 100 feet out, and then it goes straight back into a corner, and that's where Steer hit that ball.
Sal Stewart standing in. First pitch to Stewart. He swings and pops it foul into the seats right side. Yeah, it gets deeper in a hurry. Right at the bullpen. Nothing in one, the count on Stewart. Stewart with a nice hit his last time up. Hit a screamer right back up the middle. Off Gasser, and that gave the Reds the lead. Scored the first run of the 6-run third inning.
I mean, that ball was a rocket.
Slider at the knees for a strike, 1-1. Mizorowski comes set. His 1-1 pitch. And it's fouled off to the right side. Ball and 2 strikes. Stewart can hit. Can't deny that.
I asked Stewart before the ball game if he had anybody back home watching the ball game tonight. And he said the whole city of Miami.
I like it. Hey, if you don't believe in yourself, then nobody will.
Andujar leads off first. The pitch to Stewart. Breaking ball, fouled away. He's got a full dose of confidence, I would say.
Hey, you got to have a little swag up here to be able to survive this league.
Ball and 2 strikes. Mizorowski again, ready at the belt, and the 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball misses too low on the inside corner.
Crazy part about playing in the big leagues is as soon as you think you have it figured out, they show you why you don't.
It's a cruel game. Part of what makes it great.
It is.
Mizorowski with a break even. Way high and outside. He almost took his catcher, Danny Jansen's arm off, reaching up for that. Full count, 3-2.
He can throw 100, but he's trying to throw 110.
Runner at first, Andujar. 3 balls, 2 strikes on Stewart with a man out. Mizorowski fires. And strike 3 called. Got him looking, fastball right over the outside corner. Stewart's down on strikes. 2 gone here in the 4th. Let's pause for ID on the Reds Radio Network.
President Trump sending troops to Portland and Ohio Task Force 1 being deployed to the Carolinas. Those stories and more after the game on the home of the Reds, News Radio 700 WLW Cincinnati.
Ellie De La Cruz at the plate. Runner at first, 2 outs. The pitch off the plate outside. A curveball away for ball 1. With the Cowboy, Jeff Brantley, crafty left-hander Chris Welsh, I'm Tommy Thaw. Ryan Elliott's our on-site engineer. Back in our network headquarters, Joe Waddell. Great to be with you in Milwaukee. Middle game of this 3-game series to close out the 2025 regular season. The Reds lead at 6-2. The 1-0 pitch to De La Cruz. Swinging and a miss at a high fastball.
Okay, that ball that's at the top of the strike zone at 99, 100, especially with that kind of reach you were talking about, Chris. That is a tough pitch to hit.
Looks so good, though.
1 ball, 1 strike. Mizorowski throws way in off the plate to De La Cruz. 2 balls and 1 strike. Tomorrow, Brady Singer takes on Freddie Peralta. In the regular season finale, a win in your end game for the Reds. Mizorowski, the 2-1. And Ellie takes a breaking ball off the outside corner. Of course, the Reds need to win.
I imagine that Jacob Mizorowski rarely faces a hitter that is built like him. But Ellie De La Cruz and Mizorowski almost have identical bodies.
I they throw about the same speed.
And off the plate to De La Cruz, fastball for ball 4. And the Reds have 2 on with 2 out. And Tyler Stevenson's coming up. The mealtime inspiration at LaurersLeanBeef.com. All natural with no added hormones or antibiotics. Laura's Lean, the official beef of your Cincinnati Reds. Stevenson has been on both times he's been up. He was hit by a pitch his first time up. Then his last time up, he walked. Mizorowski takes a look at the runners and throws. Stevenson watches strike 1.
Yeah, you can't help but watch Ellie De La Cruz when he's batting against a guy throwing as hard as Mizorowski and thinking to yourself, okay, best pitch, best swing, contact, and where it would go.
The 0-1. Strike call on the outside corner.
That might break the exit velo barometer right there.
It'd be fun to watch, though. Right-hander against right-hander. Stevenson whirls the bat. The 0-2 pitch. Strike 3 called. Got him looking. Fastball on the outside corner at 100. Throws Stevenson, and the inning is over. The Reds threaten here in the 4th. Come up empty, but they still lead it 6-2 as we head to the bottom of the 4th inning on the Reds Radio Network.
Step up to the plate with BetMGM, an official sports betting partner of the Cincinnati Reds. With BetMGM's state-of-the-art app, you'll have everything you need all season long, including the best parlay selection tools, live betting, and special offers for Reds fans. Download the BetMGM app today. Visit BetMGM.com for terms and conditions. Must be 21 years of age or older to wager. Ohio only. Please gamble responsibly. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In partnership with MGM Northfield Park.
Our daughter Jessie loves playing detective.
A clue.
But since we discovered she has sensitive skin, we've been playing detective too.
We thought the problem was our puppy.
But it was actually our old detergent.
Uh-huh.
So we switched to Tide Free and Gentle. Tide Free and Gentle provides an excellent Tide clean, and it doesn't leave behind irritating residues like dyes or perfumes, so it's gentle on your skin.
Case closed.
If it's got to be clean, it's got to be Tide Free and Gentle.
Autumn has arrived, and winter's not far away. Stock up on wood pellets from Energy Pellets of America to heat your home or business this season. We also carry eco-friendly animal bedding pellets, great for everything from horse stalls to hamsters. Made with 100% recycled wood, you can buy single bags or 1-ton pallets. There are many reasons why wood bedding pellets are the solution to your animal bedding needs. Visit EnergyPelletsOfAmerica.com for your wood pellet needs. That's EnergyPelletsOfAmerica.com.
EverDry Waterproofing offers the value of a dry home. Proudly serving you since 1985, we provide healthy home solutions across Cincinnati, Lexington, and Louisville. Call 513-874-7200 for a free inspection today. Every healthy home starts here.
He says it. You hear it. Bill Cunningham, Monday at noon on 700 WLW.
Brewers come to bat in the 4th inning. It is 6-2 in favor of the Redlegs. A beautiful roof-open kind of night here in Milwaukee. As Collins standing in. Collins leading off the Milwaukee 4th. Flew out to center field his first time up. Abbott's first pitch to him is a strike right in there, and the count is 0-1. Right-handed hitter, left-handed throwing Abbott into his windup, and the 0-1.
Ball, that's all.
Just off the outside corner. Fastball away, evens the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. 6 runs, 7 hits for the Reds. 2 runs, 4 hits, 2 very costly errors for Milwaukee. Abbott throws right over the heart of the plate. A change up at the knees for a called strike. The outfield will play Collins straight away. Matt McClain shades up the middle at second. 1-2. Collins shoots it foul, slicing it down the right field line. A ball and 2 strikes. Check out the entire Corolla family at your Cincinnati and Northern Kentucky Toyota dealers, including the electrified Corolla Hybrid at an EPA estimated 50 mpg. Toyota, let's go places. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Breaking ball down and in, and Collins is the first out of the fourth.
One of the better breaking balls that we've seen from Abbott here tonight.
You know, when he throws then has that high arm release point on that curveball, has a tendency to go straight down. He's got another one that he drops his arm a little bit and it sweeps across the plate. But against right-handers, that down and in pitch, boy, that is awfully tough.
First pitch to Caleb Durbin. Check swing. Did he go? They ask it first. Yep, sure did. Gabe Morales up with the right hand. 0-1 the count on.
Like a cutter.
That's what they say it was, the 0-1. Swinging a little soft tapper to the right side. Abbott pounces on it like a cat. Throws it away, though, at first base. Backed up by McLean. Great job by McLean to back it up. But Abbott just beside himself at that error.
Just tried to throw it too softly because of how close he was to first base. And once you let up on that arm speed, the ball sails.
One on, one out. Blake Perkins takes a fastball just off the outside corner. The count is 1-0. Abbott wasn't real happy with himself. Here's the 1-0 pitch, understandably so. Perkins waiting. He throws, and that's strike. Right on the outside corner. Perkins started to go, but
he dropped the bunt down last time, but his mistake in that bunting is going it down the third base line rather than pushing it to the right side of the infield.
The 1-1 pitch. And there's a one-hopper to Ellie. Scoops it, flips to McLean, around to Stewart. Double play. That'll do it for the Brewers in the fourth. We head to the fifth. 6-2 Reds lead Milwaukee on the Reds Radio Network.
At Kroger, you never compromise. You get high quality and low prices. Like you never compromise your meal with our spring salad mix, guaranteed fresh. And you never compromise your budget with lower prices on over 1,000 items. And you never compromise your appetite with our golden brown bread that's baked fresh in store. And you never compromise your wallet with our lower prices. Hand it to Kroger shoppers. You never compromise. Kroger. Fresh for everyone.
Nobody has more all-wheel drive or electrified hybrid choices than Toyota. Now through September 30th, get 2.99 APR financing on a rugged new 25 Tacoma. Excludes TRD Pro and Trail Hunter. Or lease a well-equipped Tacoma SR5 for $269 a month for 36 months with $39.99 due at signing. With approved credit through TFS. Tax, title, and license extra. Call 1-888-36-TOYOTA for details. Or go to Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
I'm Dr. Heidi Murley, President and CEO of St. Elizabeth Physicians. With more than 120 practices spread throughout the region, St. Elizabeth Physicians is right here every day for the healthcare needs of our family, friends, and neighbors. From routine checkups to the most advanced and innovative procedures and everything in between, we are proud to provide the highest quality personalized care whenever and wherever you need us. If you're looking for a meaningful career where you can make a difference, apply today at careers.stelizabeth.com.
Packed with choice chunks of brain, eye, ear, and flesh. Chester's Head Cheese, the perfect choice for listening to Eddie and Rocky.
Eddie and Rocky are your daily afternoon treat with news, guest laughs, and plenty of your calls.
Monday afternoon at 3
on 700 WLW.
Jacob Mizorowski still on for Milwaukee. Fifth inning, Reds come to bat, leading it 6-2. Let's take a look at the answer to today's Reds Hall of Fame and Museum trivia question of the game. National League Central Division trivia, the topic this series. Since the National League Central Division was established in 1994, how many times has an NL Central team won the World Series? 6, B5, C3. We both said, we all three said C3. So if we're going down, we're going down together.
Down with the ship.
Here's Key Brian Hayes.
Hang on to the iceberg.
Hope you find the door. Here's the first pitch to Key Brian Hayes. It's upstairs for ball one.
Let's quickly rearrange the deck chairs.
Right-hander comes set. He throws, and the pitch is swung on, skied high into the air. Shallow right field. Coming on, the right fielder's there. He's got it. And that is out number one. The answer is C3.
Teamwork, baby. Teamwork.
National League Central's Cardinals won World Series titles in 2006 and 2011. The Cubs won a World Series title in 2016. You just heard everybody cheering here in Milwaukee. And the reason they are cheering is because the game of interest is the Phillies. The pitch is low and outside. And the Twins in that contest have a 5-0 lead, and that game is about to go final. It just did. It just went final. So that's why everybody's cheering. 5-0 Twins over the Phillies. And McLean swings and pops it foul back out of play, which means that the Brewers don't need to win another game the rest of the year to have home field advantage throughout the entire postseason. They have clinched the number one overall seed.
Yeah, there was a chance that if the Reds swept the Brewers and the Phillies won out, they would flip-flop. And if the Reds were able to get to the playoffs, get through L.A., they would come here to Milwaukee instead of going to Philadelphia. That will not happen.
Too high, 2-1.
That was only one of 76 different scenarios that could happen.
For everything seemingly being decided about a month ago, there's been a lot of action here in September.
Not only in the National League, but in the American League as well.
How about that Central Division race? Red Sox entering the conversation. They clinched last night. 3 balls, 1 strike on McLean. The pitch. That's high. Ball 4, and McLean's aboard with a walk here in the 5th inning. So it's a 1-out walk for McLean. And T.J. Friedel will come to the plate. One on, 1 out. Friedel has a base hit tonight. He singled in the 3rd.
Run here.
Up and away, ball 1.
Got a big leg kick and a lot of arms and legs movement from Mizorowski. Even though Jansen throws the ball well, McLean can get it.
Mizorowski's 1-0 pitch.
Oh, that's down.
A little bit too low on a breaking ball down.
So thank you very much.
2 balls, no strikes on T.J. Friedel. Looked good, didn't it? Scores around the league brought to you by FanDuel. Swing for the fences and join FanDuel today, official partner of the Reds. Mentioned earlier, right when we came on the air, that the Mets had already won. Friedel watches the strike. Marlins didn't help the Reds much tonight. Only managed 1 hit against Clay Holmes, and then the Met bullpen, 5-0. The Mets cruising over the Marlins. 2-1 pitch to Friedel. Outside. 3 balls and a strike. Tigers beat the Red Sox today, 2-1, the final in that contest. Mizorowski from the belt to the plate, 3-1. Friedel sends it high in the air, right field, going back in a hurry. Churio, but he'll get there on the edge of the track to make the catch.
Tell you, with Churio in right field and having the speed of Perkins in center, they could cover a lot of territory from the right field line to left center field. Both of those guys can absolutely fly.
Yeah, they need it here, too, because this outfield plays very big.
And a lot of nooks and crannies out there.
1 on, 2 out. Noelvi Marte standing in. Mizorowski readies at the belt. He throws to Marte. Swung on in the air, down the line, slicing toward the seats, and it'll end up in the stands down the right field line.
Now, Noelvi's in that swing early and often mode tonight. He has chased every first pitch he has seen, whether it's in the strike zone or not. And a little bit of a mini cold spell, trying to hit his way out of it.
Now Mizorowski's 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. The count is 0-2. Cleveland trying to fight their way into the postseason. They're tied with the Rangers right now, 2-2, bottom of the 6th inning in Cleveland. Nothing into the count. Guardians are trying to hold off the Houston Astros. Cleveland came in a game ahead of Houston. Astros play the Angels later tonight. Swing and a miss down on strikes. Noel V. Marte, and the inning is over. A walk and a man left. Halfway through it here at American Family Field in Milwaukee. It's the Reds 6 and the Brewers 2 on the Reds Radio Network.
Rally your team and move together for the kids counting on Cincinnati Children's. At Cincinnati Walks for Kids, every step fuels the life-changing, life-saving care we provide. Join us September 28th at Great American Ballpark with your coworkers, friends, or family to support the part of the hospital that matters most to you. Sign up today and use code REDS for 20% off at CincyWalks.org. That's CINCYWALKS.org.
As a family-owned company and a top workplace in the region, JTM Food Group has been pioneering kettle-crafted culinary solutions for years. From tantalizing dips to mouth-watering sauces and more, we lead the pack in delivering high-quality, on-trend items to the entire food service industry. But it's not just about the food. It's about our commitment to doing things the JTM way, with passion, integrity, and a dedication to God and His people. Taste the difference today and learn more at jtmfoodgroup.com. JTM, let's create great dishes together.
Success is often determined by how well you plan and prepare for life's biggest moments. It's the confidence that comes from knowing you and your loved ones are protected for generations. You can rest assured knowing you've made the right choice, placing your trust in Western and Southern. From life insurance to retirement and investments, Western and Southern helps provide the peace of mind you need so you can be in the moment with the ones you love. Visit westernsouthern.com/rest assured to get started today.
Buying windows shouldn't be complicated. Windows Plus offers free, no-pressure estimates, making it easier than ever to have new windows installed, giving you a more comfortable home. To schedule an appointment, visit WindowsPlusCincinnati.com.
After the game, we break it all down with a wrecking ball during extra innings on News Radio 700 WLW.
Andrew Abbott was just a little bump in the road in the third. Other than that, he's been awfully good so far for the Reds. 6-2, Reds have the lead as the Brewers bat in the bottom of the fifth, and it's brought to you by Boone County Bourbon. Visit the gift shop for distillery-only limited releases and tours. Also book your next event, wedding, meeting, or party at the Event Center. Danny Jansen leads it off. First pitch to Jansen is a breaking ball that dives low, 1-0. Abbott, the kick and pitch. Jansen watches a strike. Jansen came over to the Brewers from the Rays, along with some cash. Trade near the deadline.
And he's got some power in that bat.
Swinging a fly ball, center field. Back goes Friedel on the track. Backpedaling, he'll make the catch.
Speaking of,
there you go. One down here in the fifth, and Joey Ortiz. Ortiz doubled home. Well, didn't double home. He doubled Jansen to third, and then Jansen would come home to score on a ground out. Ortiz would later score on an RBI double by Bryce Terang. So 1 for 1, double and a run scored for Joey Ortiz. He watches the first pitch strike, 0-1. Now the 0-1. Ortiz swats it foul. High, back off the facade of the fourth deck. It's a big ballpark here at American Family Field. Retractable roof. It's a top-down kind of night tonight. 0-2. Low and in. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Ortiz. Abbott into his windup, and he drops in a beautiful backdoor breaking ball for strike 3 called on Joey Ortiz. Only the third strikeout for Andrew Abbott, but It's one of the best pitches he's thrown tonight.
Yeah, that was a changeup right on the outside corner. After several breaking balls that broke down and in, he throws the changeup on the same plane, and instead of coming in, it stays right on the outside edge.
2 outs now for Christian Yelich. On outside, first pitch breaking ball. The count is 1-0 on Yelich.
That's kind of how you draw it up, huh?
That's how your pitching coach drew it up.
1-0 to Yelich. Down and in, 2 balls, no strikes. Reds have had a tough time against the Brewers. They are trying to reverse their luck. One last night, the 2-0 pitch to Yelich. Fastball strike on the outside corner. Going back to 2022, the Brewers have gone 39-17 against the Reds. 2-1 pitch. That's in there for a called strike. This year, the Reds only won 2 games here at American Family Field. 4-7 against Milwaukee overall this year. Bouncing ball foul, first base side. Stewart will glove it, flip it way up there. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Yelich. Abbott the kick and pitch. Swing and a foul tip. Stevenson holds on to strike 3. So the inning is over. Abbott strikes out 2 in a 1-2-3 fifth. He has 4 tonight. Reds are up 6-2 as we head to the 6th on the Reds Radio Network.
The Cons brand has been a Cincinnati tradition almost as long as Reds baseball. For more than 130 years, Cons hot dogs have been an important part of so many special memories. From grilling out with family and friends to settling in at the stadium for a Reds game. It's no wonder the Cons brand is the official hot dog of the Cincinnati Reds. So pick up a pack of Cons hot dogs and all their quality meats at local stores throughout Reds country. And keep the tradition alive.
This season, score big on your next ride at Honda East. With unbeatable deals, great financing options, and a large inventory to choose from, you can find your perfect vehicle at a price that knocks it out of the park. And our award-winning service department ranks among the best in the country, with a seasoned lineup of service consultants and factory-trained Honda techs. The ultimate Honda experience at Honda East. Visit HondaEastCincy.com.
Marty Brenneman here, and we're talking about the diamond difference from Richter & Phillips Jewelers. At Richter & Phillips, you can expect to be welcomed with 5-star customer service. Their knowledgeable staff will make your experience seamless and easy. I'm not necessarily a shopping guy, but I truly enjoy joining my friend Rick at his store downtown. It's always like visiting an old friend. With Cincinnati's largest selection of loose diamonds, designer jewelry, and Swiss timepieces, you're sure to score a home run every time you shop at Richter & Phillips Jewelers. And that's the diamond difference. RichterandPhillips.com.
When do you like to listen to Scott Sloan?
I like to listen while I'm eating waffles.
I listen when I'm feeling down. Sloaney always perks me up.
I always listen during my pelvic exam.
Me too. Scott Sloan, Monday morning at 9 on 700 WLW. And check out his podcast on the free iHeartRadio app.
Well, the new pitcher out of the Brewer bullpen is a right-hander, Grant Anderson, originally from Texas. He made his major league debut with the Brewers, and he just got called up earlier this month in September.
It'll be Miguel Andujar to lead things off. Andujar 3 for 3. Couple of singles, a double, a run scored. Here's the first pitch, and Andujar watches a called strike, and the count is 0-1. 0-1 the count. The 0-1 pitch. Andujar swings and tips it foul, but he's down to the count now. 0-2.
I think that Pat Murphy's got this game in a situation. They're 4 runs down. He'd like to run out his lesser relievers, hoping that he can keep the game close, not use his best guys in a losing effort.
Breaking ball, low and outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And the 1-2 pitch. Andujar checks his swing on a pitch off the plate outside.
Tell you one thing about Anderson, he likes his slider. We call those guys a slider machine. And the way that Andujar has turned around fastballs, I don't see any reason why they wouldn't keep it on him.
No doubt. The 2-2. And Andujar just slaps it foul down the right field line. It's still a 2-ball, 2-strike count here on Miguel Andujar. Great to be with you from American Family Field in Milwaukee. Reds are up 6-2, batting in the 6th. Right-hander throws, and Andujar popped it up. High in the air, back behind the second baseman. Terang will backpedal into very short right field to make the catch. And there's one gone in the 6th. Let's pause for ID on the Reds Radio Network.
Troops being deployed to Portland by President Trump. And Covington, Kentucky ranked one of the best downtowns in the country. Details after the game on the home of the Reds, News Radio 700 WLW Cincinnati.
Spencer Steer bats. First pitch to Steer is a strike on the outside corner, and it's 0-1. Steer walked his first time up, a strikeout, and a fly out to right field. Right-hander sets ready, and the 0-1. Steer chops it foul, third base side.
You know, Anderson has got that setup on the mound where you can see his name and his number. His back is to the plate, and then he gives you that low three-quarter delivery. I bet it's tough to pick him up, especially the way his ball moves.
He throws. And that's a breaking ball that misses low to Steer. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
I mean, he's kind of in that area between three-quarters and sidearm, right in that little killer zone.
He slings it plateward, and the pitch is swung on and fouled back. Still a ball and 2 strikes on Spencer Steer. Holds his hands up high as he sets. He throws, and the 1-2 again, fouled back and out of play. The Reds opened up the scoring with a 6-run third inning. Brewers came back with 2 in the bottom half, and that's the offense in this game. Reds have only had 1 hit since. The 1-2 pitch, and now Steer hits a bullet, leaping is Ortiz. He makes the catch. Of course, he can make the sliding backhand stop in the hole. He can go to his left, and he can jump up and rob a guy of a base hit on a line drive over his head.
Now, runs are never easy to come by when you're playing these kind of ball games with this much intensity. So when you do have the opportunities, that's why it's so important to capitalize on them.
Yeah, and it's good that the Reds didn't let the Brewers off the hook in that third inning.
Because at one point in time, it looked like the Reds were only going to score 1 run.
The pitch, and it's fouled away. Straight back by Stewart. Count is even. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Well, as it is, I think the Reds only scored 1 earned run, right? Or maybe no earned runs.
It was 1 team earned run.
Okay.
No earned runs charged to the pitchers. Yeah, they ended up tagging 1 earned run to Mizorowski. They were all team unearned. Fly ball deep right off the bat of Stewart. Back it goes. It is gone into the Reds bullpen. Sal Stewart, an opposite field home run into the Reds bullpen. And the Reds have added on. 7-2 in the 6th inning.
Well, we have said this time and time again. This kid can hit a fastball. That was a fastball out over the plate. Even though it was down Laredo, he just drills it the other way.
Hey, very impressive. I mean, this kid's got easy power. He didn't seem to overswing on that pitch. You're going to see a lot of those off his bat.
His 5th home run already. Ellie De La Cruz. Ellie 1 for 2, walked his last time up. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Big cut by De La Cruz.
Of course, right now, Sal Stewart may have the first RBI of the game. He may very well have the last RBI for the Reds here tonight.
Swing and a miss. Ellie chases changeup away. 0-2 on De La Cruz. 7-2 Reds. Right-hander Anderson, readies. Now cuts it loose. The pitch to De La Cruz misses high and outside.
I tell you, Chris, when you see a guy like Sal Stewart and he hits the fastball with that kind of regularity, with that ease, I'm going to find it a real hard time throwing you a heater.
You're exactly right, but
1-2, swing and a miss. Got him with the fastball up and away.
We'll come back to it.
Down on strikes. The inning is over, and we go to the bottom of the sixth inning. Reds 7, Brewers 2, middle of the sixth on the Reds Radio Network.
Reds fans, now is the time to get your 2026 season tickets. Log in the best seats, biggest savings, and members-only perks all year long. Choose a plan that fits your schedule and enjoy ultimate flexibility with our exchange program. Can't make a game? Swap it for another. Plus, season ticket members have guaranteed access to 2026 opening day, postseason, and more. Visit Reds.com/membership to catch all the Reds action at Great American Ballpark next season.
If you're 55 or older and into that whole saving money thing, T-Mobile has an exclusive phone and internet bundle just for you. Right now, get 2 unlimited phone lines plus 5G home internet for just $30 each per month with autopay, plus taxes and fees. And with 5G home internet, setup is easy with just 1 cord and no technician needed, which is great if you're also into that whole keeping it simple thing. Switch now and experience the best mobile network in the U.S. Visit your local store to start saving. T-Mobile, it's better over here.
Based on analysis by Ookla of speed test intelligence data Q4 2024 to Q1 2025, Ookla trademarks used under license. Unlimited on our network. Customers on voice plan may notice speeds lower than other customers and further reduction if using more than 50 gigs a month due to data prioritization, video streams, and SD on this plan. Home internet pricing after $20 a monthly bill credit plus $5 per line without autopay. Debit or bank account required. See 5G device coverage and access details at T-Mobile.com.
This is Tanya Wilmus from Delta Dental of Ohio. Our mission is to improve oral health through our benefit plans, advocacy, and community support. Our dedicated network of dentists makes this mission possible. Together, we're building healthy, smart, vibrant communities, one smile at a time.
The Bengals battle the Broncos. Coverage starts Monday at 3 p.m. on 700 WLW.
Now, boys, Andrew Abbott's kind of cruising right now. He has retired the side in order a couple of times tonight. Faced the minimum in the fourth, even though one reached on an error. He got a double play immediately after. 4 hits allowed, just the 2 Brewer runs, and the Reds have a 7-2 advantage in the bottom of the sixth inning.
Kind of a very typical Andrew Abbott game. Limits hard contact, and next thing you know, you're in the 7th inning.
Jackson Churio watches a breaking ball float up and away. And the 1-0 pitch. Trio watches breaking ball in there for strike. 1-1.
There's a great freedom for Andrew Abbott when you get a couple of runs early. That way you know that if I make a mistake over the heart of the plate, because he is a strike thrower. I mean, that's kind of in his DNA.
Too high with a fastball.
You get some runs early. That way I can just be aggressive. I can just go after him. If I make a mistake, so be it.
Here comes the 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Now the count even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. The Reds have made some changes now. Spencer Steer has moved to first base, so Sal Stewart is out of the ballgame. Will Benson has taken over and left. Abbott's 2-2 pitch. Swinging a fly to center. Friedel going back on it in a hurry. Still going back on the track. Leaps. He can't get it. It's gone. Jackson Churio with his 21st home run of the year.
That's another cat that's got some easy power. He just kind of flicked that bat out there and tattooed it.
I don't know about you guys. I didn't think he hit it all that hard.
I didn't either.
And it just kept going.
Roof's open.
Yeah, you can talk all you want about Great American Ballpark being a bandbox. I think the ball flies here with the roof open way farther than it does at Great American.
With the roof open, there's no doubt about it. You watch batting practice in this joint with the roof open, you're thinking, oh my goodness.
Got to be careful where you park.
First pitch missed for ball one to Bryce Serang. Back-to-back 21 home run seasons now for Jackson Chourio. He is just 21 years old. He'll be 22 next March. And Chourio has 42 major league home runs in his first two.
You've got a biding time meeting going on out there right now with Tyler Stevens in the slow walk out. He hung out there until Doug Eddings, the home plate umpire, came to break it up. And they're doing that because they're getting, I think, is that Chase Burns down to the bullpen?
Connor Phillips.
They're getting them ready in a hurry.
Yeah, there was no jog to the mound, and there was definitely no jog back to the plate.
1-0 on Terang, and Abbott throws. The pitch to Terang, taken down and away. Now, he went an inning and a third yesterday, did Phillips. He threw the ball very well. He's efficient. Does it take you a little bit longer to get loose that next day?
Not at his age.
Here's the 2-0 pitch, and it's a strike.
No, I don't know that it's so much so the inning or inning and two-thirds the day before as much as it is pitching on the third day. The third day, yes, it does take you a little while to get loose.
2-1, swing and a miss. That'll leave it a count of 2 balls and 2 strikes on Terang.
All of these guys, before the game ever starts, a good 3 to 4 hours before the ball game, they're out in the outfield throwing, and they are airing it out. And they're just trying to see, all right, what is there? What do I have? How do I feel?
What does it feel like? I mean, especially if you've been at it for a while. Like, say you're a guy like Tony Santillan. You've pitched 5 of 7 days.
Well, if your arm feels live and the ball's coming out good, it doesn't matter if you're pitching on your 4th day.
2-2s, fouled back.
If it feels like you've got a sandbag in your elbow, when the manager says, hey, can you give me one? You might say, I can do it.
How about one batter?
Yeah. Yeah. But
you better hope you're down 5. Ground ball to first. Fielded by Steer. He'll wave off Abbott and take it himself to the bag. 3 unassisted.
I think the biggest thing that you have to learn as a young reliever is being honest with your manager and your pitching coach, because they're trying to build their game plan around who they can have. And a lot of times for a young pitcher, you're saying, oh, yeah, I can give you one, and you come out there throwing 80.
Terry Francona's out of the mound. He's going to go make the call to the bullpen. That'll be it for Andrew Abbott. He'll exit with 1 out in the 6th. Reds are leading it 7-3 on the Reds Radio Network.
It's knowing that your door is always open and your path is free to walk.
Life can throw a lot at us, but through all the ups and downs, your financial future will be ever gentle on your mind with Western and Southern. From life insurance to investments, our one-on-one guidance is customized for your needs today and in the future. Western and Southern, life insurance, retirement, and investments. Visit westernsouthern.com/rest assured to get started today.
Ever smiling, ever gentle on my mind.
Summer's for swimming, biking, and the occasional scrape or sniffle. When the fun takes a turn, Cincinnati Children's Urgent Care is here with the team that knows kids best. We've got 6 convenient locations, including Crestview Hills for our Northern Kentucky friends. You can even save your spot online to skip the wait. For minor illnesses or injuries, try 24/7 virtual urgent care. Visit cincinnatichildrens.org/urgent care and get back to summer.
As a family-owned company and a top workplace in the region, JTM Food Group has been pioneering kettle-crafted culinary solutions for years. From tantalizing dips to mouth-watering sauces and more, we lead the pack in delivering high-quality, on-trend items to the entire food service industry. But it's not just about the food. It's about our commitment to doing things the JTM way, with passion, integrity, and a dedication to God and His people. Taste the difference today and learn more at jtmfoodgroup.com. JTM, let's create great dishes together.
Connor Phillips is our Reds Wober's Mustard pitching change. Wober's Mustard, let's put some mustard on it. Phillips coming on for the 20th time. He is 5-0. I said 5-0 with a 2.66 ERA. He has just been spectacular.
Phillips ready to go against Andrew Vaughn. First pitch is taken a little bit low for ball 1. And the count is 1-0. The 1-0 pitch. Vaughn takes in the dirt outside. It's a 2-ball, no strike count. Right-hander against right-hander.
This is one of those times for Connor Phillips where there might be a little bit of fatigue. And in his head, he's got to be able to figure out, trust my stuff, make my pitch, don't try to do anything extra.
The 2-0 off the plate outside. It's 3-0 now on Andrew Vaughn.
Because if you try to overthrow, what happens is you pull the ball, whether it's breaking ball or fastball, and you don't want to do that. Just stay behind it. Know that you can get them out.
Reds are up 4, 3-0 pitch. There's a... Oh, nope. It's low, ball 4. So 4-pitch walk to begin the outing for Connor Phillips. And now Isaac Collins stands in. Collins 0 for 2, fly out to center and a strikeout.
And that's just one of those things that you learn as you go along. You might feel a little bit tight, but yet the ball is coming out good. Trust that it is.
Phillips just about first in every category since being most recently recalled among Major League relievers. The pitch is off the inside corner fastball, and it's 2-0 now on Isaac Collins. Vaughn at first base with one man out. Phillips from the belt to the plate, swinging a foul back.
When Phillips was in the minor leagues as a young player, he always had a good arm, but he always had some control and command issues. He seems to have gotten a lot better with that with the repetition, but here is where you need to be your own pitching coach. Figure out what you're doing wrong and fix it on the fly.
Phillips throws, swing and a miss.
That last pitch, the 1-0 fastball that he was laid on and fouled off, that's what does wonders for you on a fatigue day, because you realize, okay, they're still laid on my heater.
And then he comes right back with 99 and blows it by him.
It just gives you the ability to relax and just let it eat.
The 1-2. Too high, 2-2. Vaughn's at first base. He's there with one out. Reds are up 7-3. Brewers batting in the home sixth. The Reds scored 6 in the third. The Brewers scored 2, same inning. They've traded runs here in the sixth. The pitch in the dirt inside, and it hit him in the foot. Down to first base, Collins.
See, this is what I was talking about trying to do a little bit too much when you're a little bit tired, and that's what's happening right here. He's just overthrowing a little bit more than what he has been, and that draws a meeting from Derek Johnson, and I'm sure Derek's going to tell him the same thing that we're talking about.
That's got to be a great time for DJ to go out there and try to settle him down right now.
Well, the question is, can you settle him down? I mean, a lot of times you go out there and you want to break the ice a little bit because there's a certain amount of tension going on. Rather than trying to be too technical, call on something that you can do positive and concentrate on that. Because he has been brilliant since he's been up here. I mean, in his 19 games, he has all of a sudden become a real difference maker in that Reds bullpen.
Now's the time to get your 2026 season tickets. Lock in the best seats, biggest savings, and members-only perks all year long. Plus, season ticket members have guaranteed access. It's 2026 opening day, postseason, and more. For details, visit reds.com/membership.
Yeah, that best message is, hey, your stuff is great. Go get them.
Caleb Durbin, 2 on, 1 out. The pitch. Durbin takes high. Ball 1. Well,
sometimes, though, Cowboy, as a pitcher, you always have one thing you think about in the middle of your delivery to kind of keep it all together. That's what you need to get him to simplify.
Graham Ashcraft throwing behind Phillips in the dirt outside. It's 2-0.
He's in trouble.
You got to believe
he's aiming it now.
If it continues this way, Ashcraft will be in.
They need to have Ashcraft ready for Blake Perkins, because Perkins is going to hit from the left side.
Ashcraft getting ready in a big hurry out there. The 2-0 pitch to Caleb Durbin. Swinging a foul, got it in on his knuckles and fights it off. It was ball 3. 2 balls and a strike. You're a ground ball away from getting out of it.
There you are. And you also have to remember, they're playing catch-up, so they're going to swing.
Phillips will look back to second. 2-1 pitch. Swinging a fly ball right center field. Playable. Over Marte. Waves off Friedel. Marte hauls it in. Back to second base to tag Vaughn. He stays. And now 2 outs here in the 6th inning.
That, as a pitcher, is when you say to yourself, oh, thank you very much. And you're laughing because you know exactly what I'm talking about.
I've said it many times.
Oh, thank you for swinging at that.
It'll be a pinch hitter. Instead of it being Perkins, it is Jake Bowers off the bench to bat, with runners at first and second base and 2 outs.
Well, Bowers has done well as of late coming off the bench in this type of role. We saw him start in yesterday's ball game. He did not get a hit.
Tyler Stevenson goes out to talk about how they want to attack Jake Bowers. Terry Francona sticking with Phillips after he got the out of Durbin for the second out of the inning. Phillips sets. He throws. Swing and a little flare through the left side, base hit. Here comes Benson. He'll come up throwing to the cutoff man Hayes. A run will score. Vaughn home from second on the RBI single from Bowers. A pinch hit, base hit. And the Brewers have plated 2 here in the 6th inning. It is 7-4. And that's going to be it for Phillips. Terry Francona out of the dugout on his way to the mound. Pitching change, another one in the 6th. Runners at first and second. 2 men are out. Reds 7, Brewers 4. We'll tell you about the new pitcher when we come back on the Reds Radio Network.
Hey Reds fans, if you need tickets, there's only one place to go. Tickets for Less. With no service fees and transparent pricing, the price you see is the price you pay. Shop at ticketsforless.com or on the free Tickets for Less app. New app users get an exclusive discount just for signing up. Whether it's Reds games, concerts, or theater, Tickets for Less has you covered. Get your seats today at ticketsforless.com. That's ticketsforless.com. Tickets for Less, proud partner of the Cincinnati Reds.
Discover experiences that truly move you. Spectacular nature and authentic bluegrass music captivate you. Legendary horses and world-renowned bourbon wow you. Visit KentuckyTourism.com to find what moves you in our new Kentucky home.
Tess joined the plus side and found her personalized insurance policy with AAA. They did all the work and found the coverage and price that worked for her, which means Tess has time to brave the world of trumpet playing. And then there's Kate, who decided to brave the world of insurance by herself.
Please hold.
On the plus side, get more from insurance with AAA. Go to AAA.com/insurance. Product options may vary by state and participant. Visit AAA.com/details for more information.
Right-hander Graham Ashcraft will enter the ball game. He will be our Reds Wolvers Mustard pitching change. Wolvers Mustard, let's put some mustard on it. Ashcraft coming on for the 62nd time.
Hey, did I tell you that I had an off day here earlier in the week, and I came up to Wisconsin early, and I went to the National Mustard Museum, and I found Wolvers Mustard in the championship aisle.
How about that?
That's good stuff.
Championship mustard. First pitch on the way. Low and outside.
But you didn't know there was a mustard museum.
I had no idea, but leave it to you to find it. 1-0 on Danny Jansen. Runners at first and second. 2 men are out. Ashcraft delivers the pitch. Low and in.
Did they have a fried chicken museum up there anywhere?
Well, you'd find it if there was one. Actually, that would go good with some mustard.
Yes, it would.
2 on, 2 out, the 2-0. Jansen watches a strike from Ashcraft across the knees. 2-1.
Ashcraft pitched a brilliant inning on Friday in that 3-1 Reds win. Really just had a good release point on that cut fastball.
It's 2-1. Low. The slider, and it's 3-1. Well, you can't allow the Brewers to walk their way back into this game, and you're a bad one away from that happening right now. Two on, 2 out in the 6th. Ashcraft sets ready. The 3-1 pitch, fouled, back and out of play.
You don't win 96 games by letting up.
And the Reds have seen it firsthand. Not all that long ago.
You got to beat them for 9 innings.
3-2 pitch, Ashcraft. The runner's going. Swinging a foul straight back. We'll do it again. Good cutter right at the very top of the zone. Jansen just fights it off.
Boy, you talking about an emergency swing. I think he was looking down and away and just kind of tomahawked.
Chopping wood with that. Here comes the 3-2. Swung on, fouled away again. Another slider fouled back. Two on, two out. Three-two pitch again. And it's just a little bit too high on the outside corner. Jansen walks, they're loaded. Joey Ortiz coming to the plate. Ortiz already with a double tonight. Number 9 hitter making his way up there. Collins at third, Bowers at second, Jansen at first.
Oh, Billy.
Tying run over at first. Ashcraft fires. High, ball 1. Looks like everything right now from Ashcraft is up. The right-hander's 1-0. That time got one in at the top of the zone, a cutter for a called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Right-hander against right-hander. Left-handed hitting Yelich on deck. I don't think you want him coming up with the bags back. The 1-1. Swinging a soft roller to first. Up with it, Steer. He'll wave off Ashcraft. Steps on the bag, inning over. The Brewers get 2, but leave them loaded with Christian Yelich waiting on deck. Reds 7, Brewers 4. We've played 6 in Milwaukee on the Reds Radio Network.
The walk-off homer, the double overtime win, the tourney-ending buzzer beater. Your team gives you so many reasons to grin, just like United Concordia Dental. We offer group dental benefits connecting oral health and overall health for smiles that stretch from ear to ear and head to toe. Discover how at grinwithucd.com. Grin from within. United Concordia Dental. Products underwritten by United Concordia Insurance Company and United Concordia Insurance Company of New York.
Tacos, chili, meatballs. This is Marty Brenneman.
And Amanda Brenneman. We're here for Laura's Lean Beef. I challenge Marty to name 20 meals using Laura's 92% lean ground beef.
Burgers, of course.
If he can't, he cooks dinner tomorrow.
Lasagna.
Laura's Lean never ever adds hormones or antibiotics.
And number 20 is Marty's Mason Jar Taco Salad.
That's not real.
I'll send you the recipe. You can make it tomorrow.
Get mealtime inspiration at lauraslean.com.
As the official bank of the Cincinnati Reds, PNC knows that everyone gets excited about different parts of baseball. Some fans love home runs. PNC likes a well-executed sacrifice bunt. Others love sliding catches. PNC prefers pop-ups caught with 2 hands. But everyone loves getting discounts on tickets and merchandise with the Cincinnati Reds PNC Bank Visa debit card. Learn more at pnc.com/redscard. PNC Bank. Brilliantly boring since 1865. PNC Bank. National Association member FDIC. Visa is a registered trademark of Visa International Service Association and used under license.
Hey Reds fans, Barry Larkin here. If you're looking for a new car, go straight to Columbia Chevrolet for the best deals in town. You will not strike out with an opportunity like this. Hit a home run and buy better at Columbia Chevrolet.
It's still Grant Anderson on the mound for Milwaukee. 7th inning. Well, I don't think it would be a bad thing if the Reds found a way to tack on another run or 3. Bottom third of the order up for the Reds here in the 7th. Tyler Stevenson will lead it off. Stevenson, Hayes, McClain due up. Meanwhile, Nick Martinez is starting to get loose out in the Reds bullpen. Kind of curious to see how Tito handles the 7th, 8th, and 9th. Because I doubt Tony Santillan's available. In fact, I would say almost certainly he's not. Pagan's probably not available. Maybe he uses Martinez and Burns. Pitch is a strike over the inside corner. The count is 0-1 on Tyler Stevenson. Jackson Churio moves over to center. Stevenson hits a little flare, reaching up to his right. Vaughn moving that way. He'll make the catch.
I thought Stevenson had found him a hit.
It looked like it. Tried to punch it the other way, but Brewers had Vaughn played perfectly. He was way off the line at first base, allowing him to make that catch. So with Churio moving over to right field, Bauer stays in the game in right. Churio moving from right to center. First pitch, a strike to Ke'Bryan Hayes. Right-hander Anderson to the plate. The 0-1 pitch, swinging a foul back and out of play. Now time called. Ball got loose. Looks like out of the Reds bullpen.
Must have been a good changeup.
Must be Dielson down there.
0-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Down on strikes, Ke'Bryan Hayes. 2 gone here in the 7th. Reds leading at 7-4 in the 7th. Right now through the end of the season, save $10 on 2025 Reds Heads Kids Club memberships. Include exclusive merchandise, free Reds tickets, and more. Available today at reds.com/fanclubs. Here's the pitch to Matt McClain, and that's a fastball low. 1 ball, no strikes on McClain. 0-0. And McClain, it's a line drive into center field, a base hit. Soft line drive right back up the middle, and it's a 2-out hit for McClain.
Somebody should have informed Fox that if they did start the playoffs today, the Reds would be the wild card, not the Mets.
Right. Pat Murphy is on his way to the mound. That's going to be it for Anderson. Back to the top of the order. New pitcher coming on. 1 on, 2 out. 7-4. Reds lead the Brewers on the Reds Radio Network.
Attending to our mental health is important for everyone, even professional athletes. To help our players make their mental health a priority, the Reds have established a mental skills and wellness department to ensure peak mental performance throughout the season. Here is today's Mental Health Moment, brought to you by the Ohio Suicide Prevention Foundation.
Here is a simple truth. We cannot be the strongest person all the time. It's okay to not be okay all the time. It's from a position of strength that we can admit when we need some help or need to talk to someone. Like a coach advising a player, friends and family can offer us perspective on our situations and can help us achieve our potential. Investing in helping others is not a burden, and you might be able to make a difference by letting someone know that they are not alone.
In an effort to help stop the stigma around mental illness, the Ohio Suicide Prevention Foundation has committed to make a $500 donation for each Red Save. Stop the stigma and start the conversation with today's Mental Health Moment, brought to you by the Ohio Suicide Prevention Foundation. Your mental health needs are real. Don't be afraid to talk about it or ask for help. Call 1-800-273-8255 or text 4HOPE to 741-741. Visit ohiospf.org for more information and resources for help.
Brewers go to their bullpen. They will bring on left-hander Rob Zastryzny. Hey, Zastryzny, Mizorowski. Tested my vocabulary. 2-1 on the year with a 2.49 ERA. This will be the 26th appearance for the lefty specialist out of this Brewer bullpen.
Can you spell it without looking?
Not today.
From the University of Missouri, Strizny, a second-round pick of the Cubs. Originally, breaking ball is in there for a called strike.
I do know there are 2 Z's in his name.
There are.
Might
a couple Y's.
First big leaguer that's got 2 Z's in his name.
There's one vowel. One.
Also known as eye chart.
Picked a first runner back.
I thought it was sometimes Y. Isn't that how that goes? A-E-I-O-U and sometimes Y?
Yeah, sometimes Y. You can count Y, I guess, if you want to.
For all of our English teachers out there.
Yeah, they're definitely not happy with us. 0-1 on Friedel, the pitch. Breaking ball off the outside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike. Strizny in his second year with Milwaukee. Broke in with Chicago in 2016. He's also had stops in New York with the Mets, Anaheim, Pittsburgh. A 1-1. And a breaking ball is popped into the air. Left side of the infield, the third baseman gives way to the shortstop. And it's the shortstop to put it away for the final out. Joey Ortiz makes the catch to retire Friedel. Inning over in the Reds' 7th. Time to stretch in Milwaukee. Get that barrel ready to roll out. 7-4, Reds have the lead on the Reds Radio Network.
BetMGM, an official sports betting partner of the Cincinnati Reds, invites you to the BetMGM Sportsbook at the Banks. With 3 betting windows, 14 self-service kiosks, and plenty of TVs and seating, it's the perfect place to catch all the action. Visit BetMGM.com for terms and conditions. Must be 21 years of age or older to wager. Ohio only. Please gamble responsibly. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In partnership with MGM Northfield Park.
Hey there, Reds fans. When it's time to grab your tickets, make sure you're getting the best deal. Tickets for Less has you covered. With no service fees and transparent upfront pricing, you'll never overpay at checkout. Whether you're cheering on the Reds at Great American Ballpark or catching them on the road, Tickets for Less has the best selection of seats. Plus, they have tickets for the best concerts, sports, and more, all with no hidden fees. Visit ticketsforless.com today and grab your seats. Tickets for Less, proud partner of the Cincinnati Reds.
Hey Reds fans, with baseball season in full swing, this is your reminder that Win Supply is your winning team for all your construction needs. Contractors, builders, designers, we're talking to you. Need top quality supplies for your next plumbing, HVAC, or electrical project? Win Supply's got you covered. With more than 650 locations nationwide and 15 right here in the Cincinnati area, Win Supply is where the pros go for expert advice and a massive selection from top brands like American Standard.
Great American Ballpark and Great American Mustard. Some things just belong together. Family owned and Ohio made, Wilbur's Mustard has been a Reds game day favorite since 1905. If you're at the ballpark or watching from home, top off your hot dog, burger, or brat with Wilbur's Mustard.
Ken Brew proves a man can be tough and tender when he hosts Sunday Morning Sports Talk tomorrow morning at 9 on 700 WLW.
Nick Martinez out of the Reds bullpen. He is our Reds Wilbur's Mustard pitching change. Wilbur's Mustard, let's put some mustard on it. Martinez will start this 7th inning. This is his 14th appearance out of the Reds bullpen, and that comes after starting 26 ball games earlier.
Still 9 big outs to get in this one. 7-4 Reds. First pitch to Yelich is in there for a called strike. Count 0-1 on Yelich.
You know, the only thing you're really concerned about with Martinez is he's had so much time off here in this month. How sharp is he going to be?
0-1. Too high with the fastball. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Pitched 3 days ago when the Reds were taking on the Pirates on Wednesday. Before that, though, it was about 5 days. Before that, it was 6 days between appearances.
Now it's 1-1. Swinging a hard bouncing ball foul first base side. Martinez ahead of Yelich. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
The one thing that you get with Nick Martinez is a professional pitcher that prepares all the time. I mean, he's been a great leader in that respect.
He's a veteran.
Martinez, the plate, the 1-2 taken high. And leaving the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Tomorrow, everybody playing at about the same time, within about a 15-minute window. Right around 3 o'clock Eastern, the 2-2 pitch. Yelich, a check swing, fouls it back. Still 2 balls and 2 strikes. The Marlins and Mets, same time as the Reds and Brewers. 3:10 first pitch. Eastern time, swing and a miss. Down on strikes, Yelich. And there's one gone here in the 7th inning.
That changeup from Nick Martinez is a great equalizer for him. He throws a split finger pitch, has used that change, but he kind of turns it over a little bit, pulls his index finger down.
Almost looks like a screwball, huh?
Kind of screwball action on it.
Jackson Chourio, swing and a foul tip, strike one. 0-1 on Chourio. Chourio homered last inning, leading it off. Answering the Sal Stewart home run. The 0-1 pitch. Chourio takes in the dirt. 7-4 Reds, bottom of the 7th inning. Martinez fires home the 1-1. Pop foul off the right. He's ahead of Chourio, ball at 2 strikes. Sean Manaea starting for the Mets tomorrow. Edward Cabrera will take the ball for the Marlins. The pitch is off the plate outside here. Freddie Peralta starts for the Brewers against Brady Singer. 2-2 on Chourio. Two. Swing a fly, short center. Friedel moves under it. Now drifting toward right, he'll make the catch. And that's the second out here in the Brewers' 7th inning.
If the Reds take care of their business tonight and tomorrow, it doesn't matter if the Mets start Cy Young.
With 2 outs, Bryce Terang stands in. Terang watches the first pitch, curveball right in there for a strike, nothing in 1.
That is a tough pitch to try to pull the trigger on a first pitch, over the top hook at the top of the zone. It's a free strike.
The 0-1. Changeup this time, fades off the outside corner to the left-handed hitting Terang. 1 ball, 1 strike. Reds are up 7-4. We're in the bottom of the 7th inning at American Family Field. The middle game of this 3-game set to close things out. The 1-1 pitch. Swing and a foul back. Ball and 2 strikes.
Well, if you can get a quick out here of Terang, you can send Nick Martinez right back to the hill in the 8th inning.
The 1-2. Fouled back again. Do you think it'll be Burns in the 9th inning?
I don't know, buddy.
I mean, it's
a lot to ask of that kid.
1-2 pitch, breaking ball up and away. Actually, changeup.
I think a lot of it has to do with the conversation that Terry Francona had with his late inning guys.
Yeah.
Maybe Santillan and Pagan.
I mean, those guys have pitched 3 days in a row, both of them.
Yeah. 2-2. It's 5 of 7 days for Santillan. I can't believe he'd be available.
No, I think he's probably getting the day off no matter what.
Breaking ball down. Full count, 3-2.
But if you can bridge the setup gap here with Martinez for 2 innings, you can afford to go to Burns.
3-2 pitch. And it's low. Fastball down for ball 4. But that's the other part. I
don't think the moment is too big, if that's kind of where you're going with this. I don't think the moment's too big for Chase. I just think it's trying to get there. You might have to have Burns in the 8th inning.
Right.
And you may very well have him in the 8th and the 9th.
Well, with a guy like that leads to the next question. He's not a closer. He's a starting pitcher.
Right.
And make no mistake, he will be starting next year. The pitch is low to Andrew Vaughn. Would you almost be better served and serve him better, pitching him in the 8th and then running him back out for the 9th? 1-0 on Vaughn.
Kind of a coin flip right now.
Martinez to the plate, the 1-0 pitch. Strike at the top of the zone.
What we've seen from Burns out of the bullpen is that the first inning that he comes in, he is lights out. When he sits and the adrenaline wanes and then he goes back out for the second, he's not as sharp.
1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 pitch. Swing and a high fly ball slicing deep toward the corner. Foul. Just outside the right field foul pole. Way down the line. A ball and 2 strikes on Vaughn.
Well, I think the other thing to consider, Jeff, and you've been there's something special and mystical about the 9th inning.
It is.
That does not happen in the 8th inning.
And a lot of guys get in the 9th and the crowd is roaring and there's a lot of hype and you try to do too much and you get out of what you do best.
Martinez is home with a 1-2 pitch. Swing, and it's a 1-hopper, backhanded by Elliott. Short, feeds McLean at second, forcing out Terang, inning over. We go to the 8th. Reds 7, Brewers 4 on the Reds Radio Network.
Oh, the humidity. Control comfort and humidity in your home with a Tempstar heating and cooling system. Regulating the humidity levels in your home not only increases comfort, but also makes your heating and cooling system more efficient. An inverter system from Tempstar uses SmartSense technology to give you superior humidity control while quietly delivering high-efficiency heating and cooling. Call Baker Heating at 513-831-5124. Baker Heating and Tempstar. Quality you can feel.
Metro is your way to go all over Hamilton County. Whether you're cheering on our hometown teams, grabbing a 5-way at your favorite chili spot, or heading up the hill for a night on the town, Metro makes it easy, affordable, and comfortable with 24/7 service on 7 key routes. More weekend options, increased frequency, and new buses loaded with free Wi-Fi and charging ports. Metro has elevated your transit experience. So why wait? Skip the traffic and parking and make Metro your way to go. Plan your trip today at go-metro.com.
2 guys drove to work. Neither guy wore a seatbelt. One guy got a ticket. One guy didn't. The same 2 guys drove home. One guy wore a seatbelt. One guy didn't. One guy made it home. The guy not wearing his seatbelt didn't. Don't risk it. Click it or ticket. Paid for by NHTSA.
When the kids call and they say, "Hey, Dad, can you pick up Skyline?" I'm always like, absolutely. I'm halfway there because you don't have to tell me twice. That's the time for our family to be together, and Skyline's always been part of our family time.
The Brewers will go right back to their bullpen. They will bring on right-hander Carlos Rodriguez, 1-0 with an 8.22 ERA. This will only be his 4th appearance. He's allowed 12 hits in 7 2/3 innings.
Yeah, he spent a lot of the time this year in the minor leagues. He made his debut with the Brewers last year, Rodriguez did. A young man that was born in Nicaragua and moved to Miami with his family at age 8.
Noelvi Marte, the first batter he'll face. 8th inning, Reds are up 7-4. Right-hander comes set. And he throws. First pitch to Marte is off the plate outside for ball 1. Reds trying to stay tied for that 3rd wild card spot, which would set up a win and in situation tomorrow. The 1-0 to Marte. High and outside. 2 balls, no strikes. Still got to finish off this game. And that's 1.
Always got to win what's in front of you.
Here's the 2-0. Marte rips it, pulled foul into the seats down the left field line. It's Marte, Andujar, and Steer. If anybody gets on, Will Benson against the right-hander Rodriguez. Now it's 2-1. Marte fouls it back. Got a slider down. He just kind of fought it off and popped it back over the net. 2-2.
Very slow slider. You could really see Marte well out in front of that pitch after seeing a couple of pitches up around 93, 94.
Marte reached on an error and scored back in the third. The 2-2. Strike three call. He froze him with a fastball on the knees. One out, the Reds 8. Celebrate the anniversary of the Big Red Machine's back-to-back World Series championships. Commemorative statue set featuring the members of the Machine's Grade 8 starting lineups, available now at the Reds Hall of Fame and Museum. For details, visit redsmuseum.org/grade 8. Miguel Andujar, 3 for 4. A couple of singles, a double, a run scored. Popped out his last time up the second base when he takes a slider on the inside corner, the top of the zone for a strike. Just above the belt, 0-1 on Miguel Andujar. Outfield straight away, infield straight up. Rodriguez is home with the 0-1. And it's too far inside to Andujar. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the 1-1. And Andujar, sword swing and a cutter off the plate outside. Ball and 2 strikes. Of course, we've seen him do that before, and then he comes back and shoots one through a hole somewhere. A 1-2 pitch. And there's a line drive, bullet foul, third base side.
Well, got away with a hanging slider right there, Rodriguez did.
Yeah, I think Andujar would like to have that back.
The only problem is when you hit one that hard to the pull side, you're probably going to see something rather soft on the next pitch.
1-2. Too high. Fastball upstairs. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Andujar whirling the bat around. 2-2 pitch. Strike 3 call. Frozen with a cutter across the knees.
Well, evidently tonight, Carlos Rodriguez is throwing a disappearing type pitch.
2 outs for Spencer Steer. The Brewers will have Collins, Durbin, and Bowers due up in the bottom of the 8th inning. Reds are up 3. Here's Steer. First pitch is a high breaking ball that hits the outside corner. Good slider. The count is 0-1. Rodriguez from the belt to the plate. Here's the 0-1. Swung on, fouled back to the right side, out of play. No balls, 2 strikes on Spencer Steer. Steer back in again. Waiting on the right-hander, Rodriguez. Outfield straightaway. Second baseman shades up the middle. The 0-2. And Steer watches a curveball buried in the dirt. 1-2. First pitch, 3:10 tomorrow. We're on the air at 2:40 Cincinnati time with the Reds pregame show. 1-2 pitch. Just off the outside edge. Actually, not just. It was well off the outside edge, that cutter.
Thought that was in honor of Bob Uecker.
Well, that would be just have been outside. 2-2. Rodriguez kicks and fires. Too high, full count, 3-2.
After all, we are in the Bob Uecker Broadcast Center.
That's right, we are.
Miss seeing that guy.
Oh, man.
Oh, yeah.
It's not the same, is it?
No.
3-2 pitch to Spencer Steer. Grounded sharply. Ooh, just foul outside the line past third. Still a full count, 3-2. There's nothing happening in the Reds bullpen. Nick Martinez will be back out there again in the bottom of the 8th inning. And he is doing his usual caged lion pacing in the Reds dugout, waiting to come back out for the bottom of the 8th. 3-2 on Steer. Payoff pitch. Fouled away right side this time. Into the third deck. Well, down the right field line. Still 3 balls, 2 strikes on Spencer Steer. Right-hander comes set. Now to the plate, the payoff pitch. And Steer works the walk, taking off the play to cut her away. And that'll bring up Will Benson for the first time tonight. Steer works his second walk. Benson came in the game after Sal Stewart hit the home run in the 6th. Benson took over in left field, moving Spencer Steer to first. Benson hitting .227, 12 homers, 41 RBIs. First pitch to Benson is hammered. High in the air, deep to right. Back it goes at the wall. Caught right at the fence. Jake Bowers.
Couldn't have gone back any further.
Right at the wall. He just got under it a little bit too much. Boy, you could hear the collective exhale on contact. The Reds come up empty in the 8th, and we go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Reds 7, Brewers 4 on the Reds Radio Network.
At Cincinnati Children's, we're more than a hospital. We're your hometown health system with a global impact. Every day, we care for every child who walks through our doors because every child deserves the care we give. But we can't do it alone. Donor support is critical, especially now. Join us in making a difference for kids here at home and around the world. Visit CincinnatiChildren's.org/give today.
Reds fans, now is the time to get your 2026 season tickets. Log in the best seats, biggest savings, and members-only perks all year long. Choose a plan that fits your schedule and enjoy ultimate flexibility with our exchange program. Can't make a game? Swap it for another. Plus, season ticket members have guaranteed access to 2026 opening day, postseason, and more. Visit Reds.com/membership to catch all the Reds action at Great American Ballpark next season.
Snack her up. It's time to rethink your pretzel. Batting for Reds fans is the new Snack Factory Pop-Ums. They're a pretzel take on popcorn with a golden pretzel outside and surprisingly light and crispy inside. These incredible munchable pretzel snacks can make any inning feel like winning. Stepping up with great gourmet taste from quality ingredients, you can try them in 3 delicious flavors: white cheddar, sea salt, and golden mustard barbecue. Pop-Ums are a snack that is unlike any other. Slide into the chip aisle at your local Kroger to pick up a bag today.
Champion Windows and the Cincinnati Reds are teaming up to give you a home run deal. Right now, we're offering buy 2 windows, get 2 free. And for a limited time, Reds fans can get an additional $1,000 off a sunroom using promo code GOREDS. Call or schedule your free estimate online at championsavenow.com.
Turn your mornings from mad to marvelous with Tom Brenneman, Monday at 5 a.m. on 700 WLW.
Isaac Collins leads off the Brewer 8th inning. Reds are up by 3, 7-4. Martinez back to work to pitch to Collins, and it is a curveball too low. You know, the other option we didn't talk about last inning as far as how Tito can finish off this game is possibly running Martinez back out there for a 3rd inning. If this inning goes well, here's the 1-0 pitch to Collins. Right back up the middle on the ground and through into center field. Base hit. Isaac Collins is on. Leadoff single to start the Brewers' 8th inning. You got to get there first. Now Caleb Durbin. Martinez comes set, goes to work against Durbin, and the first pitch is cut on and missed for strike 1. Well, guess we were wrong. Tony Santillan starting to throw out in the Reds bullpen.
Knowing Tony, he might be throwing on his own.
Here's the 0-1. Swung on, fouled back. Says he still feels great.
old saying goes, I can rest during the winter.
The Reds have done a great job this year of keeping their pitchers healthy overall compared to other teams and the troubles that they've had.
0-2, swing and a miss, and down on strikes, Caleb Durbin. And that's the first out here in the Brewer 8th inning. Now Jake Bowers. Bowers came off the bench and delivered an RBI pinch hit single, which scored Andrew Vaughn in the 6th.
I can tell you this, right behind Santillan is Emilio Pagan throwing the heavy ball against the wall, getting his arm loose.
Strike on a changeup over the outside corner. I guess this point of the year, if you're out there, you're available. 0-1 on Bowers. Martinez, check it first from the belt, the 0-1. And the changeup fades low on the outside corner to Bowers. 1 ball, 1 strike. Reds up 7-4. We're in the bottom of the 8th inning. Reds trying to lock in a series victory and set up a sweep opportunity tomorrow. Hit high into the air. Out goes Ellie into short left center. He'll peel off and let the left fielder Benson come racing in and make the catch.
Well, Benson was on that like a cat. I mean, he was coming out of left field like a world-class runner.
I was going to say, charging in like a freight train.
Ellie would probably win the collision match with most folks. I don't think he's going to win it with that big fella.
You talk about that would be like the video of those 2 train engines colliding, you know? Danny Jansen with a runner at first, 2 outs. The pitch, line drive, left center field. Benson over and in. He's got it on the run. A running catch by Benson ends the Brewers 8th. They get a leadoff single. Strandham at first. On to the 9th. Reds 7, Brewers 4 on the Reds Radio Network.
Hey guys, Hunter Green here with a health tip from Try Health. You know, I love being a pet parent to my dog Ross. I take him for regular checkups so he'll stay healthy. It's super important for you and your family to get regular checkups too. Catching health issues early can help make them easier to treat. Take it from me and Ross, a healthy life is a happy life. Schedule a wellness check with your Try Health doctor today. Don't have one? Find a doctor at tryhealth.com. Be seen, be heard, be healed at Try Health.
The Reds see a lot of talented performers, and one of the most talented groups that we work with off the field is MSA Design. They're the region's leader in sport education, civic, and corporate design. MSA Design is the official architect of the Reds, and we're always impressed with their creative solutions, passionate approach, and personal care for every project. Their award-winning team also works with UC, Xavier, NKU, Beacon Orthopedics, Great Oaks Career Campuses, and many more. See what MSA Design can do for you at MSAArc.com.
Beachmont Toyota is stocked with a wide selection of new vehicles. We've got great deals on Camrys, Tacomas, RAV4s, Highlanders, and Siennas. Plus, every new Toyota comes with a 2-year no-cost maintenance plan for added peace of mind. Shop online or visit Beachmont Toyota.
Founded in 2011, Carlisle and Bray Enterprises operates C&B Marine, C&B Energy Services, as well as 3 public fleet facilities on the Ohio River. From towing, fleeting, and shifting on the Ohio River with C&B Marine, to utility byproduct management and barge-mounted cranes with C&B Energy Services, and gap analysis consulting, Carlisle and Bray Enterprises family of companies provides unmatched customer service to meet any of your needs. Carlisle and Bray, the official barge company of the Cincinnati Reds.
Well, it's still Rodriguez as the Reds bat in the 9th. Ellie De La Cruz to get it started. Tyler Stevenson and Key Brian Hayes will follow. 7-4 Reds. This copyrighted broadcast is presented by authority of the Cincinnati Reds. May not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. The accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Reds. This copyright reminder is provided by Dinsmore, the official legal counsel of the Reds. Carlos Rodriguez out of the stretch all the time. First pitch to Ellie. He starts with a curveball. Big swing and a miss. Strike 1. Ellie's been on twice. He singled back in the 2nd inning, flew out left field in the 3rd, then walked in the 4th. Last time up, he struck out. The 0-1. Ellie takes in the dirt outside. Good changeup. 1 ball, 1 strike. And now it is Emilio Pagan up and throwing in the Reds bullpen. One. Swing and a miss. Change up down, and that was out of the zone. Ellie went after it. It's possible Hunter Green could be available. Same with Nick Lodolo, perhaps tomorrow. The 1-2 pitch. Ooh, just a little bit low. Terry Francona said he's not ruling anything out.
You'll be all right.
They'll have Lodolo do a little bit of throwing before the ball game tomorrow off the mound and see how he feels. Here's the 2-2. De La Cruz leans back out of the way of a pitch high.
Well, I would say that Lodolo is probably a long shot simply because of the groin issue, and you just don't really know if it's there, if it's not there.
Right.
And you'd like to give him as long as possible in case you do make it to the postseason.
Swing and a miss, the cutter, and down on strikes, Ellie De La Cruz. And there's one gone here in the ninth inning. Tyler Stevenson will stand in. Stevenson 0 for 2, but he's been on twice, and he scored a run. Pitch. Stevenson takes it off the plate. Cutter for ball 1. Stevenson was hit by a pitch his first time up in the second. Then he worked a walk and came home to score in the third. He struck out and lined to first since. Looked like he had a base hit his last time up. Went the other way with that line drive, but Vaughn reached up to his right, made the catch. Now a swing and a miss, and a slider over the inner half. It's a 1-ball, 1-strike count on Stevenson. Rodriguez fires home the 1-1. Too high. Slider up and away, and it's a 2-ball, 1-strike count. Was there ever a time where maybe you were a little iffy in the bullpen? And they said, see if you can get ready, and you tried to warm up, and you go, nope, not happening today, after you threw a few pitches and tried to get warm, and it just wasn't happening? 2-1, fouled off to the right.
You know, I always knew ahead of time when I threw in the outfield prior to the ball game if I was going to be able to pitch or not. And when I was pitching for Roger Craig when I first came up, that was kind of the deal. I would go throw in the outfield. He'd say, can you give me one? And if I felt fine, then of course I said yes. And if I felt bad, of course I said yes.
They looked at it a little differently back then.
Here's the 2-2 to Stevenson. Swing and a fly ball deep but foul down the left field line. Still 2 balls, 2 strikes. Bases empty, 1 out. Reds are up by 3 batting in the ninth. Rodriguez again sets ready. His pitch. Swing a foul back. Boy, it looks like he fouled that right out of Jansen's glove.
I'll tell you this, Tommy. I remember when I was closing for the Reds, sometimes when you are in a save situation, saves come in bunches. So on days where you don't have your great fastball, maybe your other stuff is even better. My split was better when I was tired.
Swing and a miss. Flailing and a curveball away. Stevenson's down on strikes. 2 gone here in the ninth inning.
You know, and guys that throw changeups, their changeups are better when they have a little bit of fatigue.
Pagan's a guy that likes to throw the split. You wonder if maybe that could benefit him. Keep Brian Hayes up. Bases empty, 2 outs. Hayes has a hit tonight. He's 1 for 4 of the runs scored. And he takes a slider down low. He has an RBI base hit back in the third. He drove home Miguel Andujar. Albeit an infield hit. 1-0.
Ball that's down.
Too low. 2 balls, no strikes. Right-handed pitcher, right-handed hitter. Rodriguez 2-0 is fouled off the front of the Brewer first base dugout.
You know, going back to the availability of a bullpen guy, Jeff, earlier in the year when your manager would ask you if you had an inning and if you couldn't do it, you would say, okay, I can't do it. But That was game 1 of 162.
Right.
Now we're talking about game of maybe 2 games.
Right. You just figure out a way to get it done.
Right. I got to believe, too, we came on the air talking about the adrenaline helping to carry Andrew Abbott through maybe any sense of fatigue that he might have.
It's the same as true out of that bullpen.
Right.
When that phone rings, well, that is some kind of fun.
2-2 in the dirt outside. I would imagine that's never more true than the 9th inning. And at times like this.
That's back in the day where I wish I had a Fitbit at that time that I could wear on my glove hand to figure out exactly what my heart rate was.
It'd have alarms, lights. It'd be going crazy.
My Lord.
Swinging a foul off to the right side.
I mean, I can remember several ball games where I had to step off because I couldn't breathe. I mean, that's how much it kicks in.
3 balls, 2 strikes, payoff pitch to Ke'Bryan Hayes. And he walked him. It's just off the outside corner of the belt. Hayes is on with a 2-out walk.
I think the other thing that comes into play besides adrenaline is how you feel about the responsibility to your team.
Right.
Because this is such an important series. The last couple of games, you feel like if you're an important cog in the whole puzzle, and they can't do without that piece, you're going to go out there.
Matt McClain takes a first pitch strike.
You also spend your day, your entire day, thinking about, okay, I can do this, I can do that, and you're working that arm. You're trying to get some blood flow in there. You're in the training room early. You're doing whatever you can to be available.
You load that capsule on your shoulder by the cupful.
Is that orange goop?
Yeah, then you put the heat pack on there, and it's like putting a match on it.
1-1's too far inside. 2 balls, 1 strike. Runner at first with 2 outs.
This time of year, the whole bullpen would smell like that stuff.
That's right. You have a limited time to live in the limelight. Go for it, baby.
Here's the 2-1 to McClain, swinging a pop foul, first base side. That'll find the seats. McClain, a base hit his last time up, single to center. If you count his fielder's choice his first time up, he's been on every time he's come up. A couple of walks, a base hit, all since the fielder's choice in the second. Now the 2-2. Swing, and there's a chopper to the right side. Slow roller. It's going to be a tough play. No play for Bryce Terang.
Boy, it must be fun to be fast.
Man, I wouldn't know.
Me either.
Another hit for Matt McClain. This one an infield single to the right side. Basically a swinging bunt. He got it by the pitcher, and it was all over after that. No chance of the second baseman, Terang, ranging far to his left. He was shading up the middle, and now the pitching coach, Chris Hook, is headed to the mound.
The one thing about Matt McClain is he gets from 0 to 60 faster than the fastest Porsche. I mean, he's like Lamborghini kind of fast. I mean, he gets there in a hurry.
Chris Hook to the mound gives us a chance to check some scores around Major League Baseball. As always, presented by FanDuel. Swing for the fences and join FanDuel today. Padres lead the Diamondbacks 5-1. Bottom of the 5th inning right now in San Diego. Houston has a 2-0 lead on the Angels. That's obviously of concern over in the American League. Mariners and Dodgers scoreless through 2. Yankees up on they beat the Orioles today 6-1. And Cleveland, it was the Guardians walking off 3-2 winners over the Texas Rangers today.
It's kind of appropriate the way that their second half of the season has gone.
Goodness. How about second half? It's been September pretty much. I mean, those guys have been on a roll. Out of nowhere. 2 on, 2 out. Meeting on the mound is over. Friedel stands in. The first pitch. Friedel takes in the dirt. Ball 1-0.
They were 15 and a half games back in the Tigers. I mean, everybody else was selling them for dead.
1-0 on Friedel. First and second, 2 outs. The pitch. And Friedel takes 2 high.
So you get a hit right here, you can really put a damper on the enthusiasm of the Milwaukee Brewers.
Key Brian Hayes, the runner at second base. He'd score on a base hit. 2-0 pitch. Rip foul. First base side. Down the right field line into the second deck. And
that's that swing you were talking about earlier, Chris. That ball inside. Man, he is some kind of quick on it.
I haven't seen a pitcher yet that can throw it by him in there, including Paul Skeens.
Two on. And Friedel takes too low. 3 balls and a strike. Friedel way ahead in the count. He can get real selective right now. Noelvi Marte is waiting in the on-deck circle, and Pat Murphy watching very anxiously from the Brewer dugout. 3-1 pitch. Ripped again, foul. That's off the facade. Look out. That one went off the facade of the second deck and then shot out into right field.
It's one of those balls that kicks off the facade and hits you in the back of the head. You wonder what happened.
Yeah.
When you wake up finally.
No kidding.
3-2. Again, the payoff pitch. Runners going. Strike 3 call. Watch the backdoor breaking ball sneak in there. The inning is over. The Reds strand 2. And here we go to the bottom of the 9th inning. Reds 7, Brewers 4. Reds trying to hold on. We come back in Milwaukee on the Reds Radio Network.
Reds fans, what if you didn't have to choose between the celebration and the memory? With even non-alcoholic cocktails, you get both. Bold taste, 0 alcohol, so you can stay sharp, social, and in the moment. Whether you're catching the game or closing out the night, Even keeps the good times going. Proudly distributed by Topics, your hometown partner delivering today's top brands across the Cincinnati tri-state area. Big enough to deliver, local enough to care. Find Even at drinkeven.co or your favorite retailer.
Morning, Zoe. Got donuts.
Jeff Bridges, why are you still living above our garage?
Well, I dig the mattress, and I want to be in a T-Mobile commercial like you. Teach me, Saldana.
Oh, no, I'm not really prepared. I couldn't possibly. At T-Mobile, get the new iPhone 17 Pro on them. It's designed to be the most powerful iPhone yet and has the ultimate Pro camera system.
Wow, impressive. Let me try. T-Mobile is the best place to get iPhone 17 Pro because they've got the best network.
Nice, Jeffrey.
You heard them. T-Mobile is the best place to get the new iPhone 17 Pro on us with eligible trade-in in any condition.
So, what are we having for lunch?
Dude, my work here is done.
The 24-monthly bill credits on experience beyond for well-qualified customers plus tax and $35 device connection charge. Credits ended, balance due if you pay off earlier. Cancel finance agreement iPhone 17 Pro, 256 gigs, $1,099.99, and new line minimum $100 plus a month plan with auto pay plus taxes and fees required. Best mobile network in the U.S. based on analysis by Oak Cliff Speed Test Intelligence data 1/2025. Visit T-Mobile.com.
Bill Cunningham for the Tri-State's #1 gunite pool and spa company, ACR. Gunite Pools and Spas, built by Frank Zybel, with thousands of satisfied customers. Call now, book your appointment, swim this spring. ACR Gunite Pools and Spas.
A blue-collar kind of guy, and that's the way we like it. Scott Slow, Monday morning at 9 on 700 WLW.
Emilio Pagan on for the 9th. He is our Reds Wolbers Mustard pitching change. Wolbers Mustard. Let's put some mustard on it. And Pagan looking for his, let's see here, 32nd save of the year.
They will get a pinch hitter to lead it off because Sal Frelick is off the bench to bat for Joey Ortiz.
You have to give it to Emilio Pagan. He filled a role that was a major void when we came out of spring training.
You could easily make the case that he's the most valuable member of the Reds bullpen this year. What he has stepped up and done. Frelick was 1 for 4 last night. Brewers nominee for the Roberto Clemente Award. First pitch to Frelick. It's strike 1. Fastball right in there, 0-1 on Frelick. Reds are up 7-4, bottom of the 9th inning. The Reds hold on. A win tomorrow would punch the ticket to the postseason. And a fastball called a ball. Should have been a strike. 1-1. Cross at the knees, but it split the plate. Instead of 0-2, 1 ball, 1 strike on the left-handed hitting Frelick. Emilio Pagan's ready in the 1-1. in the dirt. Split her down, 2 balls, 1 strike. You got to believe that the first batter of this inning is maybe the most important because of Christian Yelich waiting on deck. We go to the top of the order after this. 2-1. Swing and Frelick fouls it back. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
You've got a little runway here with a 3-run lead. But goodness knows you sure don't want to have to use it.
From the belt, Pagan's 2-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out on a high fastball. Frelick down on strikes, 1 gone in the 9th.
Third of the way home.
It's a big out right there. Frelick would normally be starting this game, but it was a lefty on the mound at Abbott, and that's why Pat Murphy had him on the bench.
Yelich, 1 for 4. Couple of strikeouts his last 2 times up. Pagan to Yelich. Swing and a high, towering pop-up. Third base side. Hayes out. Ellie over. It's Ellie. He makes the catch right behind Hayes. 2 down in the 9th.
Well, he didn't knock Hayes down tonight.
No tackle.
A little better communication.
So 2 away, and it's Jackson Chourio. Chourio homered back in the 6th inning. 7-4 Reds. Nobody on. 2 outs in the 9th. The Reds are an out away from being a win away from heading to the playoffs and a date with the Dodgers. The pitch. Swing and a high pop foul. Right side. Out of play. 0-1. Nothing like the magic number being down to 1 heading into game number 162.
Just how we like it.
Pagan's 0-1 pitch. Chourio slaps it foul down the right field line. I mean, there have been a couple of times in the last month to 6 weeks where it didn't look like this would be a reality for the Reds at all. But here we are.
Nobody ever said it was going to be easy.
What
and
fun.
It hasn't been.
No, it hasn't. What fun would that be? Here's the 0-2 pitch to Chourio. Off the plate outside, a cutter away. 1 ball, 2 strikes. There are several Reds fans here. They're on their feet behind the Reds dugout. Pagan home with the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a little tap foul over toward the Reds on deck circle.
I asked Bill Cunningham the other day right here on this station, Willie, do you believe? Do you believe? Because that's what it takes. You have to believe you can do it.
And the 1-2. Swing and a slap foul. And that's the thing. I mean, you talk to these guys, and to a man, it's not lip service. They all believe that they can do it. And not just make it, but make a run. Pagan's 1-2 pitch to Chourio. Too high. Fastball upstairs evens the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Right-hander against right-hander. With the sign, Pagan sets at the belt. The right-hander's 2-2 pitch. Swing and a ground ball to short. Ellie backhands. Gloves throws. Got him, and that's it. Yeah. Reds win it 7-4 over the Brewers. And the Reds are 1 win away from an October date with the Dodgers.
The game 162 for all the marbles.
Well, there'll be a lot of baseball eyes on this game tomorrow here at this ballpark and following a lot of other races as well. This is exciting, guys. It was great to be with both of you tonight, and it was fun.
A fun 7-4 win for the Redlegs over the Brewers today. The Reds have won the first 2 games of this 3-game series, and now it all comes down to tomorrow. We'll be back to wrap it up right after this on the Reds Radio Network.
From playing catch in the front yard to backyard barbecues, your lawn is the backdrop to it all. That's why Pennington